If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football game. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. Again, that's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics. It's an end of summer clearance sale at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. Come see how easy it is for you to be a satisfied customer. On the lot right now, take a look at a 2011 Audi for $89.95. How about a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta Sports Wagon for $11,995? SNR Auto Sales has a 2017 Honda Ridgeline, $13,995, and a 2012 Volkswagen Beetle Bright Red, $10,995. See the inventory online at srautosales.com. SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Like them on Facebook, too. Since 1988, the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County, also known as TAC, is the nonprofit agency and operates demand response services for non-emergency medical transportation in this area. It also has a fixed bus route that is provided in the city limits of Shelby, and it is free. For more information, call the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County at 704-482-6465. Again, 704-482-6465. Visit the website at tacshelbync.com. Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center in Shelby is not just a hardware store, but a real general store, carrying items like feed and seed, hay, pine needles, and straw. Oliver's Hardware has just received the new Turtle Box Ranger, a smaller radio with a huge sound, along with 45 original Turtle Box radios in stock. Oliver's Hardware wishes the Burns Bulldogs good luck this football season. Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center, 3712 Falston Road, Highway 18 North between Falston and Shelby. Online at olivershardware.com. Like them on Facebook, too. Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit their walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at putnamdistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years.
Some people say there are doers, and there are dreamers. But what's wrong with a little dreaming, especially when it's shared? With hard work, little dreams grow into big ones. At Kubota, we know that your work never stops, and we're inspired by those who dream. But our equipment is built for dreamers and doers, like you. Kubota, built for those who do.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, Kings Mountain. You are not going to believe what just arrived at Parker's Family Feed in Bellwood. Deer blinds, and plenty of them. Heavy duty with 3 windows. Stay warm and cozy in your new deer blind. Available in 4x6 and 6x6 sizes. And Parker Family Feed has all of your deer attractants. And remember them for your pet and livestock feed, fencing, fence posts, and turtle boxes. Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenters Grove Church Road, Lawndale, off Highway 18 North. Like them on Facebook, too. The Make This the Summer event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. We are putting performance in your hands. Purchase now and get a $2,250 bonus cash allowance. You may be eligible for up to a $10,000 annual tax deduction on interest paid on a new qualifying auto loan on all new 2025 Dodge Durango models. Come on in now for all the details during the Make This the Summer event at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Homestead Plumbing hopes you're enjoying the summer heat safely. Yes, it's officially summer. Time to plan for longer days and shorter nights. Maybe it's time for you to go plumb crazy and get that outdoor kitchen you've always dreamed of, or get an outdoor shower for the patio, or get that yard hydrant closer to the garden. Remember, preventative maintenance can avert a catastrophe this summer. But if you have a plumbing emergency, call the guys at Homestead Plumbing, 828-245-7302. Online at homesteadplumbing.com. Get back to loving your plumbing and loving your summer. And they have a full record search. Road, Lawndale.
Change it to what? It says default and use device timestamp. So default, okay, so use which one? You can hear me now? Okay, all right. Okay. All right. All right, so what we got there? What we got there, Matt?
So little screen pass complete to number 4 for Kings Mountain, and that is Ingram.
Okay.
It's like a pickup of about 5 or 6 on the play.
So a pass.
Yep, little screen pass left.
So he got up to the – so what did they get on the first play? Nothing, right?
Nothing, got 8 yards on that pass.
Okay,
yep.
So who ran the ball on the first play? Dry?
Dry, I think, yeah.
Okay, so – all right, so 3rd down and 2. Bell fires, complete, first down, more. Let's see who the receiver is that time. Number 3? Is that who you had?
Yeah, that's 3. That's Devin Hopper on the reception.
So Hopper gets a reception there, and he's all the way up to the 42-yard line. So give him 8 plus 2. That's a 10-yard reception. And a Falston Pharmacy first down for Kings Mountain as they're now in plus territory.
Yeah, that takes us inside Burns territory.
So at the 42 now, first down and 10 as Bell's in the shotgun. Double wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Bell in the gun again. Sends a man in motion. Little pass around the right side. Breaking free is 9. He's up to the 32-yard line. He's got, the 28-yard line. He's got 15 more.
Yeah, that's Branch. Took it right side. A little sweet pass. Enough to move chains there for Kings Mountain.
Yeah, so
brought down by 16 for Burns, and that's Cam Howell.
So that looks like a run, but it's actually a pass, and we've already got 2 first downs here. Bell back, throws, caught. Vaughn's going to be taken down for a
open field
loss.
tackle.
And he's going to be taken. We got 23 and 27 on that, Matt.
Yeah, that's Robert Rankin on the initial hit there. Good coverage there. Robert Rankin.
So that's a loss of 2. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 12, and Rankin with a tackle for loss. So 2nd down, 12, Bell in the gun. Another little pass over there.
Ooh, hit hard on the play.
Put down at the 30-yard line, and that was 9 again, Branch, so he'll get about 2 more. Who got the hit, man?
Has Mark Halen-Camp on the tackle. Hit hard for no gain. Might have gained a couple yards there.
They
got the penalty yards back.
Yeah, they got 3 yards on that little pop pass, and that sets up 3rd down and long. Bulldogs chance to force a 4th down. I would assume right here it's 2-down territory.
It's like we might have an equipment issue.
And 23's got to come
Littlejohn's going to have to be subbed out.
Yeah, Armani Littlejohn. And
Mason Briley coming back in.
So 3rd down and 10. As Bell again in the shotgun. They got trips to the left, 1 wide receiver right. And now that they've got the player substituted, Bell back, rolls. He's rolling left. Pressure coming. Lets it go. Probably overthrown.
Called it, but he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds. So that is an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 4th down and 10. And I just have to imagine they're going to go for it.
So there's a penalty flag on the field. Not sure if that come before or after the play. Good coverage there by Robert Rankin to force him out of bounds.
Let's see what the call is.
Hopefully it's on Kings Mountain here.
That's our first Putnam Distributors penalty.
Holding
against the Mountaineers. Interesting. Do you take it? And no, they didn't. Okay.
They declined it.
So they're going to take it. So let's see. We had a run, a pass.
So I'll bring up 4th and 10.
It's been all passes on this. First play was a running play, and then all passes. That little pop pass looks like a run.
Big play
but
here.
It's a pass, yeah. 4th down and 10. Double wide receivers left, double wide receivers right. Bell has it. Looking, has time, lets it go again. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Vaughn. And they dropped it right in the breadbasket for a 29-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that's 15. That's Vaughn. I thought he was a little bit out of bounds. He was right on the corner down there. It looked like it was well covered, but like I say, credit Bell for putting it right where he needed to.
So I tell you what, man, he dropped that
tough.
one in a bucket.
Yeah, just when you thought you had a stop there.
So that's going to be a 6-play drive that takes a little bit more than 3 minutes off the clock. Vaughn with the touchdown. Extra point is blocked. So it remains, and that's your on to go quickly. Extra point is blocked. We'll be right back.
off Highway 18 North. Like them on Facebook, too. The Make This the Summer event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. We are putting performance in your hands. Purchase now and get a $2,250 bonus cash allowance. You may be eligible for up to a $10,000 annual tax deduction on interest paid on a new qualifying auto loan on all new 2025 Dodge Durango models. Come on in now for all the details during the Make This the Summer event at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
So numbers bookkeeping touchdown there for Vaughn. I'll tell you what, I was pretty impressed. Kings Mountain opening possession, 7 plays, 3 minutes, 14 seconds off the clock. Drive covered 60 yards, 29-yard touchdown to Bell. I tell you what, he did drop it in the bucket.
Yeah, put it right there, right on the very corner of the end zone. And like I say, I thought it was close to being out of bounds. We kind of tiptoed the sideline there, but
they see something they like on that little.
We took 2 shots back-to-back plays downfield like that. So let's see what this Bulldog offense gets started here.
They ran right to the pylon on that route twice in a row. I mean, they did it to the left and then they went back right. So they must see something they like, some matchup they like.
What I could tell from the Shelby game, looks like the kicker's got a pretty big leg. So let's see what happens here.
And end over end's going to be fielded at about the 6-yard line.
That's Wells.
Up to the Wells, up to the 15, 20, still on his feet, 25, 30. I tell you what, it's exciting to see a kickoff return. Didn't really see any last week with Greer putting them in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, nice run back there. Romello Wells got the Bulldogs in pretty decent field position to start this drive. So they're going to be right on the 30, 31-yard line.
So they'll take it with 8:38. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 6-0 Kings Mountain after the on-the-go quick lube extra point was blocked. So they're going to take it on the 30-yard line. So like we said, not much offense last week. Let's see if Burns can get a little something going this week.
Max Davis in the backfield.
Yeah, he's on the left hip of Dixon. Double wide receiver to the right, one to the left. Man comes in motion. Snap is back. Dixon's back, has time, lets it go out in the flat, too wide. I think he was that Wells he was looking for?
I think that was Ussery, I believe, 18.
Was one, or I saw one in the area as well. But incomplete pass, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. I like the strategy, though. Get him something that's safe out in the flat. Mm-hmm. Try to get him a couple completions, get his confidence up.
Yep.
Double wide receivers left, one to the right again. Davis on the hip of Dixon. He'll get the call. Looking for a crease.
Max Davis.
40, 50, 40. He could go all the way. He will. Touchdown, Burns. That's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown from 69 yards out, Matt.
Big time run up the middle. Max Davis. Burns touchdown. We're on the scoreboard. What a run there, Tom. Took it right in, pretty well untouched on the play.
So a 2-play, 23-second drive ties the score at 6. So Max Davis saw a crease and took it to the house. I tell you what, that's got to make you feel good as a Bulldog fan to see that explosive
Absolutely.
play.
Yeah, had a tough game last week. Bounced back, took it to the house. Big time play there.
So snap back, kick up, on the go quick lube extra point. It's good, and Burns owns a 7-6 lead on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Olmsted Plumbing hopes you're enjoying the summer heat safely. Yes, it's officially summer. Time to plan for longer days and shorter nights. Maybe it's time for you to go plumb crazy and get that outdoor kitchen you've always dreamed of. Or get an outdoor shower for the patio. Or get that yard hydrant closer to the garden. Remember, preventative maintenance can avert a catastrophe this summer. But if you have a plumbing emergency, call the guys at Olmsted Plumbing, 828-245-7302. Online at olmstedplumbing.com. Get back to loving your plumbing and loving your summer. They do it all at McNeely Diesel and Auto on West Grover Street in Shelby, your Napa Auto Care Center. No matter your drivability issue, McNeely Diesel and Auto can help, from an oil change to brakes to a tune-up. And they offer fleet service at very affordable prices. And they cater to fleet and diesel customers. and they have a full wrecker service. If you can't get your vehicle to them, they'll come and pick it up. See Bill McNeely and his ASC certified technician at McNeely Diesel and Auto, 441 West Grover Street in Shelby. Call 704-487-5192, your Napa Auto Care Center.
So, Jam Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff unfortunately goes out of bounds. That'll be a penalty against the Bulldogs, and it will move the football, I think, to the 40-yard line is where they'll start. So, Kings Mountain has had good field position. Started on the 40 the last drive. They'll start on the 40, or they're going to put it on the 35. Trying to remember where they spot the ball.
I thought it was 40 as well, but high school may be 35. I can't remember.
Let's see. They're having a discussion. And I think the referees forgot too. So Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, Burns 7, Kings Mountain 6, as Max Davis took it to the house. Kings Mountain did it the more traditional way on their scoring drive. That was 7 plays and 60 yards, whereas Burns was 2 plays and 70 yards. Whereas I guess I had on the 20. I guess they started on the 29, not the 30-yard line. So, or the 31.
It was a 31. That's where I had it. Yep.
31-yard line.
So
we've got a penalty against Burns, and they're going to decline it, and they're going to push him back and make him kick it again, I think.
Yeah, the ref is making the signals. I'm not sure what he's saying. Well, they're spotting it there at the 41.
Yeah, the 40. I think, I guess they're going to just take it. They declined the penalty, but they're going to take the ball on the 41-yard line with 8 minutes and 23 seconds left to go.
You know, Tom, I think the rule is the 35-yard line, but I don't think the ball reached the 35.
No.
So I think they got it where it went out of bounds at.
No, I have to double-check that. I'm not sure how they do it. That short a kick, trying to prevent the return. But I'm telling you, man, once you give them a 59-yard field, it gets tough. So Burns' defense forced Kings Mountain into a 4th and 10, and unfortunately were unable to get off the field. So KJ Bell and company back on the field. 1st down and 10 from their own 41. And I think that's Dry, and he's going to be wrestled down. Is that number 20? Yep, he got about 3.
Jude Tyree there on the tackle for Burns.
So up the middle goes Dry, and he got, this time, pretty good gain. They're going to give him 4 to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, like I say, he ran the ball 20-something times last week.
Yeah, he's really the only ball carrier.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on Bell's left hip this time, double wide receivers left. And he'll get it again through a crease, and he's close to a Falston Pharmacy 1st down. They're going to give it to him. 6-yard gain, 1st down, Kings Mountain.
Yeah, straight up the middle. Reggie Logan there on the tackle. It's right there on the sticks. Yeah, they're going to move the chains into Bulldog territory there.
And where they have, they converted on a touchdown on their last drive. And if you were, with us last week, Crest scored touchdowns, I think, on their first 8 possessions. Or 7 possessions. So Burns looking for, just for their psychology, they need to stop.
Well, last drive, pretty well all through the air for Kings Mountain. Now they're all ground so far on this drive.
2 carries for 10 yards. And he'll get it again. Does Dry. He runs into big 55. He drags him down, but still he gets 4 more yards.
Yeah, that's Little John and Rudisell on the tackle.
So 2nd down and 6, and that sets you up favorable down and distance there if you're able to establish that interior run game. Churn out some 1st downs and control the clock, as Kings Mountain has had 3 1st downs so far. Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right, and this is going to be a little toss play. And this time they shut it down. Boy, I tell you what, he's hard to get down. Is Dry, but not much there. Sets up 3rd down and 5. Give him a yard.
That's big Nate Wilson on the outside there. Good job of him getting out there and getting that tackle for Burns.
I'm going to give him 2 there. He's up to 16 yards, but that's on 5 carries, so he's been pretty much kept in check thus far. As now Kings Mountain comes to the line, double wide receivers to the left, and then 1 to the right. Let's see if we can get our sideline there we go. Get a good sideline view of this play. And Bell Rolls, throws, wide open. Branch makes a man miss. He'll be finally spun down at the 28-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 17 and another Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, Porter on the coverage there. Looks like do we got a penalty flag? I thought I saw one during the play, which
and it looks like
might,
they're coming back.
might be a holding.
Be coming back. Let's see what they got. Kings Mountain walking back. Another Putnam Distributors
probably going to be a holding. Yep.
And holding against the Mountaineers, which will back them up.
Yeah, I saw that corner of my eye flushed out. Looks like a great place for a holding call, and that's what it was. It's a big break there for Burns. Back them up in their own territory.
Backs it all the way up to the 47-yard line. Sets up third down and maybe 14 yards to go. Didn't bother Kings Mountain last time as they were able to convert a 4th and 10 for a touchdown.
You might want to watch one of these deep throws.
Bell back, sets up the screen pass, little tunnel screen. It's going to
hit hard.
Down. And let's see who came in there, got that 23 with the knockdown there on number 5.
That's 23. Mario Littlejohn and Max Davis both there as well for the tackle.
So who caught the ball for Kings Mountain? It was 5. That was Hutchins. So Hutchins, basically, they give him no gain, and Kings Mountain will be forced to punt.
Yeah, good defensive stand there for Burns. Got back deep. We got Romello Wells. See if we can get another good run back. He had a good run back on the kickoff last drive.
Yeah, I tell you what, those holding penalties are drive killers, and Kings Mountain punts it away, end over end punt. Wells gets away from it, takes a Kings Mountain bounce. Is going to roll all the way to the 10-yard line, and it'll be down. But Burns will take it there 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line.
Well, let's see if Burns goes back to Davis in the ground game. Big play there, 69-yard touchdown last drive. Expect to see another dosing of that this drive.
So on that drive, Kings Mountain comes up empty, has to punt. They keep the ball almost 4 minutes. Now man comes in motion. That's Wells for Burns. Dixon back, has a little time, lets it go. Wells out there, almost intercepted. Deflected and then almost a tip drill interception. But I tell you what, for a second, it looked like Wells had a shot at that.
Yeah, out there to Wells. Wells had a step, but the problem is that safety came over and tipped it. Dangerous pass. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted. And bring up 2nd down for Burns. Yeah,
So,
he had a step on him for sure.
So incomplete pass.
Mark Halen Camp in the backfield now for Burns.
Okay, be platooning. I'm sure him and Davis both play a lot of time on
Yep.
defense as well. So now moves to the left side of Dixon as Wells comes in motion. Now Wells will get the little pop pass, trying the left side and through a little crease, finding some room and then backed up. I don't think in the end it's a very exciting run for no gain. So Camp, no yards on that one. That's going to go on the stat book as a pass reception for Camp. But unfortunately, no yards, and it's 3rd down and 10. So Burns in danger of going 3 and out.
Yeah, they need to regain some field position here for sure if they can.
So Dixon gets everybody lined up. You got wide receivers, 2 of them to the left, 1 to the right. Dixon claps the hands, has the ball. He's going to roll to his right, floats it out there over the head of Wells, and it'll be incomplete. And that's a quick 3 and out for Burns.
Yeah, good job getting rid of the ball for Dixon, but just over the head of Wells. Pretty well covered on the play as well.
So that's a good job of the Kings Mountain defense after their drive was stymied there quickly by Burns. They're going to get the ball back, and they're going to get it in plus territory in all likelihood. So good sequence for Kings Mountain to win the field position battle, unless hopefully Drew can get off a good punt here and kick it over their heads and flip the field back. 3:56 left to go in the first quarter. Right Jury scoreboard 7-6. And Drew Dixon gets a pretty good foot into it. It's going to be caught about the 48. Back to the 40, still on his feet. This could be trouble. He cuts through, 30-yard line, finally dragged down. Looked like number 8 got him.
That's Tysinger.
Tysinger. But I tell you what, Kings Mountain in very good field position now. They're going to take the ball with 3:43 left to go on the plus 24-yard line. So Burns' defense needs to stand tall here. They do lead 7-6. But Kings Mountain offense set up in good shape. I'll tell you what, special teams are important. Good punt by Drew, just couldn't get it covered.
Yeah, I like what I saw last drive by this defense. So let's see if we can keep that going.
Double wide receivers right, one to the left. In the gun is Bell, and he'll give it. And this time,
Dreyer.
Squirting free is Dreyer, and he'll be all the way to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 19 yards and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, right up the middle, right into the red zone, brought down by Rankin. So first and goal, Kings Mountain.
That's the first time he's popped a long run.
Yep.
So, yeah, all the way down to the 5, give him 19 yards. And double wide receivers left, one to the right. There's Bell in the shotgun again. He'll clap the hands. He'll roll to the right. Looked like a little option that time, but Bell swallowed up. 11 got him that time, and that was Jude Towery.
It's a great play by Jude Towery. Had a little option play, and Towery stuck with his man and come down with a big tackle there. Great job, Jude Towery.
So no gain, and it'll be second down and 5. Double wide receivers again to the left. Vaughn out there to the right. He's got your touchdown. And it's Dry, the single back set. He'll get it and throw a little crease and bulls over a tackler for a numbers bookkeeping touchdown.
Yeah, drove it straight through the heart, right in there for the touchdown. I imagine, given it got blocked last time, they may go for 2 here.
So let's see. That would be basically 3 rushes on that drive. And it only took to 2:47, so it literally took 56 seconds to score that touchdown. 3 plays, 24 yards.
They will be going for 1. Let's see.
On the go, quick lube, extra point. This time is good. Right? Is it good?
It's good, yeah.
Okay,
yep.
Right Jewelry scoreboard, 13-7. We'll be right back.
Don't wait till it's freezing cold outside. Now is the time to get your fireplace serviced by Future Energy Company in Shelby. Say you don't have a fireplace? Well, see Woody Padgett and Future Energy Company for all kinds of fireplaces and gas logs. And for those backyard cookouts, check out the Big Green Egg or Grills by Primo and the Broil Master Outdoor Kitchens. Future Energy Company, serving this area since 1983, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby, online at futureenergyco.com.
If you're thinking about purchasing a new mower, then plan a trip to Elliott Supply in Polkville. Elliott Supply has been family owned and operated for over 50 years, and they're now one of the largest Skag dealerships. Their business philosophy is short and simple. Take care of the customer with name brands like Skag, Husqvarna, Echo, Steel, and more. Elliott Supply, 2301 West Stagecoach Trail in Polkville. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5. Saturday, 8 till noon. Online at ElliottSupplyInc.com.
3-play drive, 24 yards, took 56 seconds. It was Dry on the TD from 5 yards out. And now we have our kickoff out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty, and it'll bring the ball out to the...
We think 40.
Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think where they put it. And that is a... Let's see where they put it. Seems to be like they discussed. There must be a rule change this year, because usually when you have a rule change is when you have all these discussions. So they're going to put the ball on the 35. So, yeah.
Yep,
so
he's on the
35.
35. Yep.
So basically it's a 15-yard penalty.
And I think that's the way it was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is
pros is 40, but yeah, this high school is 35. Yeah.
The Putnam Distributors penalty puts the ball on their own 35-yard line.
Davis back in the backfield for Burns.
All right, so Davis gets it. He'll try the right side. This time not as much room, but takes on a tackler and gets about 3 yards. It'll be second down and 7. So Davis, 2 carries, 72 yards. I'm going to give him 3 yards there. So if you're just joining us, first quarter, Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 13-7 Mountaineers. Each team has had the lead. Started out 6-0 Kings Mountain after the Vaughn touchdown. Davis, long touchdown run for Burns, and now then Dry had a touchdown for Kings Mountain. Ussery comes in motion. They're going to try Davis again. He breaks a tackle. He's through. The ball comes out, and it's going to be covered by Kings Mountain. What a shame.
Man.
He was fighting for extra yards and lost the football. Kings Mountain recovers.
Hard run there. Max Davis spun his way out of a tackle. Would have been about an 8-yard gain or so, but came out just the last second. Tough play there.
So Kings Mountain will take it after the turnover on their own, on the plus 44 with 2:05 left to go in the first quarter. That's tough. It looked like Davis was going to bust out of there and maybe get a first down, but instead now Kings Mountain has the football and they're in plus territory. Bell has it, looks, trying to get it out quickly.
Got some pressure
coming. Wilson got him on the ground. He's back to the 50, but a Putnam Distributors penalty flag came in. We'll check that.
It could go either way. They might have got a horse collar on Wilson. It could be a holding on Kings Mountain, though. So, and it
holding against the Mountaineers, so we're going to give Wilson the sack. That's going to go in the books as a 5-yard loss for KJ Bell. And good start for this drive for for Burns as Wilson now gets a tackle for loss. And the sack.
Yeah, good job there, Nate Wilson. Get some pressure on Bell. From what I saw in the Shelby game last week, he got pressure. He wasn't quite as effective. So that's true for about any quarterback, I guess.
It looks like more like a loss of 6. So Branch comes in motion. He'll get the pop pass, slips a tackle, and then fights for yards, and he'll get about 2, but good job by the Burns defense, Davis and others. Another Putnam Distributors penalty flag comes in.
That's Towery and Markalen Camp there for the tackle. Let's see what the call on the field is. Nate Wilson almost had another tackle for loss. About had him in the backfield that play.
See if we got the call. It looks like it's going against Burns. You're talking to the Kings Mountain coaches. So they've got personal foul, face mask against Burns, and that's a tough one. That's going to be a first down for Kings Mountain via the penalty. And that's the first Putnam Distributors penalty against Burns, but it hurts.
That's a backbreaker. You know, a lot of times you grab the face mask and don't intend to. You know, it just happens, and it's unfortunately a 15-yard penalty.
So you had him behind the sticks, and now it's first down from the 32-yard line as Bell again. They've got an H-back and a running back to the right side. It's Dry. He gets through there for about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's Max Davis there on the tackle.
I'll tell you what, Dry is the bell cow, man. He gets the vast majority of the carries.
Yeah, they're going to run him 20 or 30 times tonight. You mark my word on that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give him 6 on that one. He's up to 46 yards rushing on 8 carries. Did as long as 19.
Really testing this Bulldog first front for sure.
So Burns there with 3 down linemen. Kings Mountain with double wide receivers left, double wide receivers right. Bell going to throw it. He's back. He's got all day. He's still got all day. Fires out into the sideline, but good coverage over there. Not much. Trying to see who caught it. Looked like 3 caught it. And he's close to a Falston Pharmacy first down. Let's see where they spot it. No, he does have it.
Yeah, I think he just got enough. A Towery.
So the ball, they're going to
put him out of bounds.
They're going to give it. They're going to give him 6 yards on that.
Anytime you have that much room to throw or time to throw, it can be problematic.
So that's his second catch, and that's through a hole is Dry, and he's on his way into the end zone.
Touchdown.
For a numbers bookkeeping touchdown. That's a 21-yard run.
We got a penalty flag coming in after the play.
Let's see what they got. Let's see. I think the touchdown's going to stand.
It's going to stand. I saw them. They threw it well after the play was over, but he'll run right up the middle.
That hurts.
And
So
that-
after you started with a sack, and then you got the face mask, and then you had run.
So offsetting personal foul penalties.
Okay,
on that.
offsetting
So
personal
that's-
fouls. And those brought
Yep.
to you once again by Putnam Distributors. So on to go quick lube. On to go quick lube, extra point coming up. So that's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 play drive. And it took a little less than 2 minutes off the clock. Who's the field goal kicker there?
I think
Can't
it's
see.
12. I think it's Bell. I think it's a quarterback Bell.
Let's
12?
see. Yeah, 12. They listed. No, they got Vance Johnson. I think it's 13. So pretty sure that's Johnson.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can see it now. It's
Yep. For
like
the
it
on to
said,
go
12.
quick lube extra point up. And it's been an adventure, but that one's good. 20-7 Kings Mountain. We'll be right back.
If your HVAC system has some age, you might consider a new system from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Right now, get 60 months, no interest on qualifying systems for qualified applicants for as low as $89 per month. Bill Shuford Heating and Air sells and services American Standard HVAC systems, which is rated #1 in reliability. Call Bill Shuford Heating and Air at 704-484-0025 to book your appointment. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby, online at BillShufordHVAC.com. For 17 straight years, Via Health Partners has been voted #1 in hospice. There's got to be a reason. Via Health Partners provides exceptional care. The comfort of their patients is their top concern, and that's why they offer hospice care wherever a patient calls home. Via Health Partners is there where you need them and when you need them. Find out more by visiting their website at viahp.org. Again, viahp.org. Voted #1 in hospice for 17 straight years. Via Health Partners, founded as Hospice of Cleveland County.
All right, there was a very quick drive, 5 plays, 44 yards, set up by the fumble, and it's 20-7 Kings Mountain on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff spun down, and that's Camp with the ball. Is that Camp?
No, that's
That's 11, or is
that's
that
us.
Ussery?
That's Ussery.
So Ussery all the way up to the 40-yard line. So good return by Ussery. Maybe that gives Burns a little spark as they'll start on offense to 39-yard line.
Yeah, Jordan Ussery, nice return. Sets Burns up in pretty decent field position to start this drive. I tell you, it's getting a little chippy out there, Tom. I see some jarring back and forth. Had a couple personal fouls last drive, so let's hope we can keep it clean out there.
Yeah, Burns did have the one face mask penalty after the sack.
Closing in, final seconds of the.
And we got dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Mountaineers.
Yep.
So that is another 15-yard penalty against the Mountaineers. And that's going to push the ball into Kings Mountain territory. Burns will start all the way now up at the 46-yard, plus 46. So we'll take that penalty.
Yeah, and I heard they had some issues with that in the Shelby game as well. So
They got issues with that in all sports all across North Carolina.
that's true.
All right, so double wide receivers right. Man comes in motion, Ussery. He'll take it on the jet sweep. He makes one man miss, trying to get the corner. Very exciting 2-yard run for Ussery. As I tell you what, it looked like he had a potential to pop it, but Kings Mountain defense strung it out pretty well.
You calling that a pass or a rush?
I'm calling that a rush. Looked
Yep.
like he handed the ball off to him.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
All right, so we'll take a break. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Kings Mountain 20, Burns 7. We'll be right back.
Is your home or business in need of a new roof or gutters? Look no further than Gutter Guys. Gutter Guys provides complete gutter and roofing solutions in our entire area, and even in Columbia, South Carolina. With over 22 years experience, Gutter Guys specializes in metal and shingle roofing, seamless gutters, and copper works. If your roof and gutters need some attention, Gutter Guys is here to help you. No job is too big or too small. So give them a call today at 704-879-4384 for gutter guys. Serving the Carolinas since 2003.
It's time to discover Ronaldo Honda in Shelby. Get your best deal at Ronaldo Honda or they'll pay you $1,000. Come in for all the details. They'll even deliver to your home. Plus, Ronaldo Honda gives you the best possible trade dollar. They value your trade. Get an appraisal today. And don't forget about Ronaldo Honda's certified pre-owned vehicles. Find out more at Ronaldo Honda, 4421 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ronaldohonda.com.
All right, there's your view from the sideline as it's first down and 10. We'll go back up top. There it is from the sideline. Go back up top action, and
Looks like
Kings
he's
Mountain's going to
flinched.
get penalized again for a Putnam Distributors penalty. They are up to 45 yards in penalties. So we'll take that now. First and 5. Excuse me, we had a 2-yard run. It'll be 2nd and 3. From inside the 40 to the 39-yard line is Dixon.
Got Pryor
A
in the
little
backfield
pistol
now.
set. Yeah, Pryor gets his chance. The third running back we've seen. There goes Pryor. And he cuts it back, and he's knocked back at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Yeah, took it right up the middle. Try to cut it outside. Stopped there by a couple Kings Mountain D linemen.
So very important third down here for Burns. Third down and a short 3. They really need to keep this football away from Kings Mountain as they're already down 2 scores.
You would imagine where they're at now, probably in 4-down territory.
No, absolutely, 100%. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. Morris in there at H-back. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. And let's see, is that Pryor again? Or is that
That's
Davis?
Davis.
He'll get it and through a crease. And
Nice
that's
hold.
a first down. And Davis will get it, and he'll take it from the 39 to the 30. That's a 9-yard run. And a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, good hard-fought run there. Max Davis just dove over the first down marker there. Good job to move the chains.
Hadn't got to say that too much for Burns. Boy, it feels
Good to hear.
say.
Say Falston Pharmacy first down. That's for sure.
So out wide is Wells. I think that's still Davis in there at running back. He'll get it again, try the left side, picks his way, finds a little crease, gets across the 25 to the 24, 6 yards, be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, a little run. Took it left side this time. Good job there. I think it was 77. I think that's Baldwin. Got a good block there on the outside to free Davis up for a few extra
Baldwin
yards.
had 2 pancake blocks last game and doing a good job out there. In the shotgun again is Dixon. Double wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Dixon claps the hands. He's got it. He's got time. He fires over the middle. A little too tall for Wells and incomplete.
Yeah, had Wells out there in the flat, just over his fingertips. That'll bring up third down, about 4 on the play
So
on the field.
Let's see this drive. Run, and a pass. We're up to 5 plays. So Dixon will try to reorganize the troops. And he's trying to line up Camp over there.
They're bunch tied up
to
there.
his left side, now puts him behind him in a pistol set. Double wide receivers right, and Camp will get his opportunity. Through
Got a hold.
There he goes. And he's to the 10-yard line. Camp with a 14-yard run and another Falston Pharmacy first.
I like the ring of that, Tom. Great run, Mark Halen Camp.
So once he got lined up, he finally got his opportunity, and he gets Burns another first down. Their second of this drive. So Burns moving the football, and that is the 6th play of the drive. Davis back in there as Burns continues to move the football. 9:43 and counting. Man comes in motion. Wells, he'll get it. That's going to be a pass to the 10, to the 5, puts the head down, powers his way to the 2, gain of 8. So that's completed for a gain of 8. And first down, it would be 2nd down and goal.
Burns is in business. Let's see if we can crank it across the end zone here. Got Max Davis back in the game. Let's see if they give it to him. See if they can run it down the middle here and get another touchdown here.
Who was it on that reception, Matt?
That was Wells.
That was Wells. That's right. Okay, so that's Wells. And it's going
That's
to be
what they're
Davis
gonna do.
through the middle and leads in.
Touchdown.
And that's the numbers, bookkeeping, touchdown. Max Davis, second of the night.
Yeah, good job. Right up the middle. Broke that last tackle there at the end and dove across the end zone. Touchdown number 2 on the night for Max Davis.
So the 2-yard TD finishes off a 61-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 22 seconds off the clock. So for the on-to-go quick lube extra point is Ryan Sisk. Good snap, good hold, and kick is
Low,
not
but it's good.
a beautiful one, but good. 20-14 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. 9 minutes left to go, second quarter. We'll be right back.
Jumpin' Jed's in downtown Falston is stocked up on beautiful fall. Come in for some great ideas for your home or business. Check out the solid wood furniture made in the USA. And it's never too early to stock up on their ever-popular Smoky Mountain soaps, which make great gift ideas. Also, Billy Jacob prints, seasonal and everyday prints. Many works by local artisans, including jewelry, pottery, woodwork, braided rugs, and alcohol ink art. And before you leave, get a big old cup or cone of Hershey's ice cream at Jumpin' Jed's, Main Street, downtown Falston. Like them on Facebook, too. And meet and greet folk artist Mary E. Charles Tuesday, September 9th from 1:30 to 2:30. Back to school time means cold and flu season is just around the corner. Before it invades your home, see Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville or the Falston Pharmacy for your cold and flu remedies and preventatives. And in Falston, get your Burns, Bulldog, caps, and T-shirts. And check out the grill at Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And use their convenient drive-through windows at both locations. Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville, and the Falston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Falston.
There's your view from the sideline. Kings Mountain Mountaineer return team on for the Jam Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff.
Dixon
and that
kicking.
is Dixon. Pretty good kick, deep kick, bobbled, and then it's going to be swarmed under. No, he got away. He got away and got out to the 25. I thought they were going to get him back at the 10. Somehow he popped out of that pack of people. So good job there. Wasn't sure who the Kings Mountain return man was, but the clock is still running for some reason. Clock! And now he's got it stopped. So they're going to take it on their own 25-yard line. First down
So I've got
and
an injured
10. Okay, we
Bulldog
got
on
an
the field.
injury timeout, so we'll go back to commercial. We'll be right back.
DeRisi Power Sports wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs good luck during this year's football season. DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, services, and accessories. If your ATV needs service, bring it on in. DeRisi Power Sports is not just for professional ATV riders. If yours is in need of minor service, like a tune-up, oil change, or any other service, bring it on in. DeRisi Power Sports will service it at affordable pricing at expert service. DeRisi Power Sports, 4225 Falston Road, or call 704-638-3512. Go Burns Bulldogs. Is your garage door not out?
All right, we're back to live action. Who was injured there, bro?
That was Jude Towery, but he's up walking off on his own strength, so looks like he's going to be okay. So Kings Mountain will start this drive on our own 25.
All right, so Bell in the shotgun, triple wide receivers right. Bell has it. He looks. He throws over the middle. Almost picked off as it was knocked away. Doesn't see who got the pass breakup. Looked like it was 29.
That's 29. That's Legend Phillips. Good job. Legend almost making a legendary play there.
I tell you, man, he jumped in front of that, so that's going to be an incomplete pass. So that's going to be 2nd down and 10. So triple wide receivers to the right. And it's going to be dry, wide not. This time he swarmed under, maybe got a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, I think that's Rudisell, I believe, on the tackle for Burns.
I mean,
two good defensive plays there. 3rd down, if we can get them to stop them here, force the 3 and out, be in good field position.
So they've got chance to force a 3 and out. Like Matt told you, ball just outside the 25. Men move early, no call. There it is. They got it. It's going to be illegal motion. Coming back, Bell airs it out over everyone's head. Incomplete. That's got to be illegal motion or illegal shift on Kings Mountain.
And I do expect Burns to decline that.
Yeah, that'll be another Putnam Distributors penalty. And, no, of course we don't want it. Illegal shift. They got it that time, Matt. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, that call doesn't get called a whole lot. So
not in high school. So that's 2 straight incompletions. And that's going to be a 3 and out for the Kings Mountain Mountaineers. And Burns will take it back. They should get good field position. Not sure who the punter is. Will try to get his
Ussery
number.
back deep for Burns.
So Ussery lets it bounce, and he's going to pick it up and makes one man miss, makes another man miss, working his way to the left. Now at the 40, there he goes, 45-50, still in bounds, and it's probably coming back. A Putnam Distributors penalty comes in, probably an illegal block on the Bulldogs.
The big-time run by Jordan Ussery nonetheless, but like you say, where it was thrown at, probably correct.
I would
Good
be
job,
willing
though.
to bet my life savings, and Burns is backing up. Not that my life savings is that much. So that's going to be illegal block in the back. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty against Burns, their 2nd.
Yeah, those situations, it's hard to hold up and not commit that penalty for sure.
I mean, it's going to go in the stat sheet as a 10-yard penalty, but I'm going to tell you, man, that's really like a 50-yard penalty.
Yeah,
that one hurts.
Consider the return, you're right.
As Ussery was able to spring free. I told you, get this kid in a little bit of space, and he can do damage. On your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, it's 20-14. It's Burns now with possession of the ball after forcing a 3 and out on the other side. So they're going to take it on their own 25 with 7:44 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Double wide receivers left. Man comes in motion, and Dixon's going to give it to him. And not a lot of room for Wells that time as he dances, and he's pounded out of bounds. That's going to go on the stat sheet as a pass. I'm not really sure he got anything, Matt.
Yeah, let's see where they spot it. I think you're right.
He got a yard.
Yard.
Christmas came early, man. I didn't think he got anything, but
that was
they're going
Wells.
to give him a yard, yeah. So it'll be 2nd down and about 9.5 yards. As it's Markalen Camp will be the running back as they rotate backs, as they often do, because a lot of them are playing defense as well. And now on the right hip, Ussery comes in motion, and he'll get the – no, it's Dixon on the read option, and he busted up over the 35 to the 37, give him 13 yards and a Falston Pharmacy 1st down.
Yeah, big-time run there. Drew Dixon right up the middle to move the chains as a Falston Pharmacy 1st down. Like to hear that word.
And I tell you what, he just kind of popped that one right up the middle after he fooled me. I could have swore that Ussery had the football, so it's a good job of disguising the football by Dixon and then good athletic ability to get the ball for a 13-yard gain. And now Dixon's going to hand it off straight ahead. Big yardage there, but probably coming back as a flag comes in the area of holding.
Yeah, it was a hard run up the middle for Colton Pryor. And Burns is already walking backwards, so looks like you're correct.
It's another Putnam Distributors penalty.
I'm going to tell you what, if teams sleep on Drew Dixon's run ability this year, they're going to be caught red-handed. I know that happened last week against Crest, but he's got some wheels on him for sure.
Unfortunately that's going to put it back at the 30 and make it 1st down and about 20 yards. It's going to go in the book as, a 10-yard penalty. There was I think he's going to get credit for a 2-yard run there. And that was who? That was 17,
that
right?
was
Pryor.
17.
So he gets credit for a 2-yard run, and then 10-yard penalty makes it first down and 18. So double wide receivers right, one to the left. Dixon sends Usry in motion. Now Pryor gets it, and he is just smothered.
We'll lose a couple probably.
Yeah, he's going to lose one. It'll be second down and 19. Pryor unable to get loose on a play that counts.
Yeah, had Usry in motion, but chose to go inside handoff to a little counter action to Pryor.
Well, they're trying to be a little bit more dynamic in the run game, and I like it, and it's worked, with Dixon on the read option off the fake jet sweep.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty clever design on that run play. And then we got, looks like we got
bunches left.
Yeah, we got double wide receivers left over there with an H-back. Drew Dixon off play action. He's in trouble, lets it go wisely, throws it out of bounds. But unfortunately for Burns, it's going to be third down and very long.
Yeah, heads-up play to get rid of that ball. Had Wells out there, but was really just trying to get it away.
And he just needs, I'd like to see him hit a slant or just, hit a little something just a little bit further down the field to boost that confidence. Ball looks good coming out of his hand, but just hadn't been able to complete one down the field yet. So let's see if he can here. Double wide receivers right, one to the left. Davis, the setback. On the right hip of Dixon. Dixon claps the hands, has the football, rolls right. He's still rolling right. He lets it go back across the middle. Incomplete. And it'll be punting time for Burns.
Yeah, he had Wells out there kind of across the middle, trying to get Wells to come back to it, but had some pursuit on too, so he's having to get rid of that ball.
So Burns will have to punt with 6:20 left to go here in the second quarter. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, Kings Mountain 20, Burns 14. So Burns, a much better performance so far. I would say, defensively too. Let's not forget about that. Forced a 3 and out there.
Yeah, they're
playing
well.
better. It's coming together against tough in-county opponents. Dixon left foot into the ball, knuckleball. It's going to hit at the 44 and then take a Burns bounce. Nice Burns bounce all the way to the 34-yard line. So that's where Kings Mountain will take it with 6:09 left to go on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. They have the ball and a 6-point lead.
So let's see if Burns can shut them down, force a 3 them out, and get the ball back. Got time to do that and get the ball back before halftime. We'll give a shout out to a good friend Jimmy Spencer, watching all the way down at the beach. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy.
All right. It's 21-20. Lincolnton leads Lincoln Charter. Crest up 14-7. And that's Creston Shelby tonight, right? That's Creston Shelby.
Yep.
So here it's 20-14. 4 down linemen for Burns. Bell in the shotgun, and it's going to be Dreyer again. Sweep, left side, running room, busting through. And you can't arm tackle him. I tell you what, he's pounded out by Davis, but not after a big run. They'll take it from the 34, and they're going to give him all the way to the plus 44. That's a 20-yard run and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, good job of Davis. Had he not done that, probably would have been a touchdown. Had a lot of room to run.
Well, I saw one grab of the jersey, and, man, that's not going to get it done against that kid.
Yeah, he's small, but he's strong. He can get away from those tackles.
Yeah.
Broken several here tonight.
Triple wide receivers right, one to the left. Bell in the gun. Has the ball. Dreyer again. And this time
hit
he's
hard.
And
Nate Wilson
is on the tackle.
Wow.
And that'll be no gain, and it'll be second down and 10.
They're
going to give him a yard.
Ran into a brick wall there. Nate Wilson.
So Dry up to 89 yards on 12 carries. Is that what you have him for?
What's that again?
Do you have him at 89 yards? Dry? Okay, dead ball, unsportsmanlike, unfortunately, against Burns. So that's going to be another first down. So, as you said, it was getting a little chippy, but that time Burns gets caught, and they can ill afford to give 15 free yards to Kings Mountain.
Yeah, you got to be careful there, because even if you're not the one that instigated, if they're the one that sees you, then that's what they're gonna call it on for sure.
All right, so first down, ball all the way down to the 30-yard line as Bell's in the shotgun again. Double wide receivers right, one to the left. Now the clock runs, 5:45 and counting. Snap back, it's going to be Dry again around the right side. Big collision over there, and he's put down around the 21-yard line. I think they're going to give him 8 yards.
I think that was Davis. Hit him out of bounds over there.
Let's see where they're going to put it down. I don't think it's a first down. It's not. Dial it down says second down, but give him 8. And he's approaching, by my count, 100 yards. He's up to 97. And man comes in motion. He'll set. And it's going to be Dry again through a crease. Davis has him, and he's falling forward. He'll fall forward to the 16 from the 23, 7 more yards, and another first down. So that unofficially, by my count, puts him over 100 yards.
Yeah, ball inside the red zone here.
So 4:52 and counting, and now let's see, we got a Putnam Distributors
Penalty flag.
penalty.
This one, tell you what.
I think this is a pre-snap penalty. Let's see. Nope, dead ball. It's going to be
false start.
False start against the Mountaineers. So that is I have for the 5th penalty, and they are up to 40, 50 yards in penalties. So we have seen a lot of flags here tonight.
Those flags brought to you by Putnam Distributors.
So again, it's Dreyer, and he'll take on a tackler, and he'll be pushed back. And he got the 5 yards back. It'll be second down and 10. And they are content to let Dreyer just take over this drive. Or
Yeah.
Dry. It's not Dreyer, Dry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So double wide receivers right again, one to the left. Clock begins.
Yeah, I think they're considering the clock too, trying to run it down into halftime.
I've got this drive for 5 plays, all runs. Another run here, option plays. Drive.
Ball's on the ground.
Tackler and Burns. Do they have the fumble recovery? They do. So that Kings Mountain fumbles the football, and Dries is right there at the sticks when he fumbles, and a big turnover for Burns there.
That's Amari Littlejohn on the recovery. Can't tell who stripped it. Big time defensive play there for Burns. Just what we needed.
So Littlejohn on the fumble recovery. And Burns will take it with 4:01 left to go in the second quarter on their own. Where's the ball, Matt?
It's like it's about 17-yard line. I think Burns is just taking time out here.
Okay, so we'll take it with him. We'll be right back.
Bulldogs. Is your garage door not operating correctly, or it may be completely broken? If so, call Cleveland County Garage Doors. Cleveland County Garage Doors is family owned and operated, where you get honest and dependable service. They offer great deals on door-link garage doors, and service calls start at $75. Just call C.J. Waters at Cleveland County Garage Doors for service and installation. Call 704-472-9367. Again, 704-472-9367. And see them on Facebook at CC Garage Doors.
It's the Slingshot Showstopper sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get up to $3,000 customer cash on remaining 2024 models, plus 15% off accessories. Plus, it's the all-out summer sales event on all Polaris models with up to $4,000 off 2024 models, and financing at 0% for up to 60 months. And save big on the Suzuki King Quad ATVs with 0% financing for up to 36 months or $1,600 in customer cash. At Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
There's a look from your
Looks
sideline cam, and
like
Dixon over there changing the play. We got another timeout. We got dead ball. We got another Putnam Distributors penalty.
Offsides,
Okay.
I think, on Kings Mountain. Good little hard count. Dixon clapped, and Kings Mountain jumped off. So
another Putnam Distributors penalty. And that's the 6th against the Mountaineers. First down and 5. Dixon claps the hands the ball off, and first down, Pryor. And he's all the way across the 35. So let's give him 8 yards and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
yeah, good looking run there, Colton Pryor.
So finally he got a positive run there. He's had a couple of nice runs. It seemed like were called back by penalties. And now ball up to the 32, call it to 33 on the board.
Burns taking a little time here. They have time to get the ball down.
Right,
3 minutes, 43 seconds left.
Double wide receivers left. Dixon sends a man in motion, and
He's gonna
Dixon will keep it himself, and he'll try to weave his way through the middle, and he's up to the 35-yard line. Gain of 2 or 3, and it looks like, do we have another man down?
It's like
No, they're unpiling. I think they're getting up.
Yeah, he's
They're
getting up.
okay. So give Dixon 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. So if you're just joining us, Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 20-14, Kings Mountain over Burns. But Burns with an Armani Littlejohn's fumble recovery stops a Kings Mountain drive deep inside Burns territory. And now Burns has it at their own 35-yard line, 2nd down and 7. So coming up to the line for the 3rd play of the drive, Dixon in the shotgun, man on his hip, has the football, looking, has time now, flushed to his right, running to the sideline, fires, and it's intercepted. And it's intercepted over there. Not sure who got it, but unfortunately for Burns, they turn it right back over.
That was 11. That was Christian Jarrett. For Kings Mountain on interception.
So the interception turns the ball back over to Kings Mountain with 2:32 left to go in the 2nd quarter. And that's just a tough break as Burns had a lot of momentum after that, but now another sudden change. And Kings Mountain takes over deep in plus territory. They'll take it at the plus 30-yard line.
Yeah, Dixon had a guy over there, was flushed right, and shot a bullet over there, but credit Jarrett for stepping in front of that throw.
So Kings Mountain with a 6-point lead and the ball after the teams basically trade turnovers. A Kings Mountain fumble followed by a Burns interception, and now they're arguing about the football.
I think they're trying to swap footballs out or something.
Yeah, I think each team provides their football on offense.
Yep. So, like I say, 2 minutes, 32 seconds left. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard in this first half. Let's see if the Bulldog defense can stop Kings Mountain here.
All right, so in the shotgun, Bell. And it's been dry on his hip. He'll probably get the football here. There he goes, up the middle. Burns stacks him up. He falls forward. He falls to the 30 or 29-yard line and give him 4 yards.
That's Centavious Osborne on the tackle, the freshman, who's going to be a stud here at Burns for the next 3 years.
So 2nd down, so 2 wide receivers right, 2 to the left. Bell has it. Legal motion again. Flag comes in, I hope, as Vaughn has it over there on the left side. Was there not a flag?
I didn't see it, but I'm like you.
Surely there was a flag. I guess here comes the line judge. I mean, it looks like Canadian football out there. Let's see, we got illegal shift. There it is, yeah.
I didn't see the penalty flag.
No, that's another Putnam Distributors penalty, but, I mean, it's every play, man. That back on the right side, might be dry, is leaving early.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do that. That backs them up 5.
Yeah, we've seen games through the years that it seemed like every single play the back done that, and they let them get away with it.
Yep. So that's going to make it 2nd down and call it 11 or 12 yards to go. And now Kings Mountain trying to get the personnel on the field, 17 on the play clock.
Yeah.
Kings Mountain, the play coming in a little late. They might have, no, they're going to get lined up. 10 seconds left. So double wide receivers left, one to the right. Bell in the gun, he has it, and Dry's going to take it, and he's going to be struck out. Knocked
That's Osborne.
down. Osborne again knocks him down for no gain.
Dry couldn't get away from him. Osborne came and got him from behind. Big time tackle there. Centavious Osborne. They call him Sin.
But it's nice to see them forcing him laterally. Force him laterally, let the pursuit get there, put him down. No gain. Ball still at the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 12. So big play here for Burns. As this is probably Kings Mountain going to take 2 cracks at it if they don't get it here. Bell in the gun, claps the hands, has the football, has time, look, throws, deep pass, man is out there. Is it intercepted? It's intercepted! So Burns comes up with an interception. Who got it?
That is 13. That's Justin Porter.
So Porter, JP, Justin Porter, the senior, gets himself a pick. And I tell you what, if you need some clothing, he has his own store online, so you can check that out too. So, but an interception, great job by Porter. And again, another Kings Mountain turnover ends a drive.
I tell you, that was not an easy ball to catch. Over his shoulder like that. Great coverage on the play. Bell thought he had it in the basket. Porter said otherwise. Burns gets the ball back. Great job there.
Don't tell me, was he not in the end zone? They're going to mark this ball all the way at the 1-yard line.
What?
I thought he was in the end zone.
I did too.
Oh, you kidding me?
Well, we'll take it, but Burns is backed up on their own 1-yard line.
So on their own 1 with 1:11 left to go. I mean, I thought Porter was clearly in the end zone. How is he on the 1-yard line? I guess they say he carried it in. He ran backwards into the end zone. I don't know.
So Burns are probably going to have to play some power football here. Let's see.
Okay,
this could
so
be dangerous.
Dixon up under center.
My little
And let's see
quarterback
if we
sneak,
get us
maybe.
a little push, and we do. That's exactly what we do, and Dixon does get a good push. And let's see where they spot it. Linesman comes in up to the 4-yard line, so 3-yard carry by Dixon. And I tell you what, that's useful to give him a little breathing room.
Absolutely. That's dangerous right down on your 1-yard line. Hey, the success of the QB sneaks by Dixon, I don't know if – I'm not so sure I wouldn't run that again.
So I don't know if Kings Mountain's going to let this clock run. I think they've used 2 timeouts.
It looks like both teams are going to content on this going into halftime. Burns is not in a rush here.
So now back in the shotgun goes Dixon. Got to say, this is probably going to be a safe running play.
Be safe here, guys.
And there goes
no.
the ball into the end zone.
Get rid of it.
And Dixon's got to throw it, and it's intercepted, and it's going to be a Kings Mountain touchdown. I would have liked to see him kneel on the ball there. Intercepted, and I tell you what, Dixon's just trying to do everything he can to get rid of the football. Wasn't sure who got that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Tough play. Tough play. You got the INT.
So that is going to be a pick 6. And right before halftime, that puts the Mountaineers up 26-14. Tough break for Burns. I mean, Dixon just trying to do everything he can to try to throw that ball away, and just wish he could have thrown it into the cheerleaders there. Unfortunately, not able to throw it far enough to throw it away as he was under a little duress. On the go, quick lube, extra point, up and good. So after that numbers bookkeeping touchdown, Kings Mountain 27, Burns 14 on the Wrights Jewelry scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
It's the 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Plan now to bring the family out for a big night of fun. Entertainment includes the Majestic Spectacular Thrill Show, Canines in Flight, the High-Flying All-American Frisbee Dogs, the Magic of Lance Gifford, Act Monsters Chainsaw Art, and the Demolition Derby. And Right Off for Rides will be back with over 40 exciting rides. And, of course, the many food vendors, games, livestock, and other attractions. The 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Y'all come. It'll be fun. The name DeRisi is a well-known name in Polkville. Joe DeRisi operates 3 auto-related businesses there, including DeRisi Auto Sales and Service at 4606 Polkville Road. Also, DeRisi Body Shop on West Stagecoach Trail. Whether it's an attractively priced used car or maybe you need a tune-up or body work done, Joe DeRisi is the man. Call 960-295-5000 for the pre-owned car and service shop, or 704-538-9956 for the body shop. Like them on Facebook too.
All right, we're back. So after the pick six, and there's your view from the sideline cam. Go back up top. Pick six there. Unfortunately, Dixon unable to get that ball out of bounds. And Kings Mountain scores on the turnover, 27-13. Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff up and into the end zone.
No, they're going to have to run it.
1 yard line. That was a sand wedge. And Usry picks it up still on his feet and goes down about the 3 or 4 yard line. I tell you what, man, that had some spin on it and just.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Fortunately for Burns, they pick it up.
Well, heads up Reggie Logan for realizing that. He had to run that ball out. So they do got a little bit more room this time. 12 seconds, I expect to see a kneel and go into halftime here.
Yeah, so we'll have the halftime show, and that is brought to you by, let's see, halftime show, Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain, North Carolina. So the ball's on the 4, so you've got plenty of room to just kneel down and go into halftime. Burns will receive the second half kickoff. So Dixon takes it, kneels down. That'll go down as a 1 yard loss on a run. And let's see if Kings Mountain did Kings Mountain call a timeout because the clock's not running. Timeout, Kings Mountain. So we'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
The Clay Barnett Funeral Home in Shelby gives you 5 reasons to choose acclimation over cremation. Acclimation is a gentle, dignified process. It's a process that uses 95% water instead of fire. 20% more ash remains are returned to the family. It is a green process with no emissions and no harmful greenhouse gases. And acclimation prices start at $25.95, and payment plans are available with credit approval. Consider acclimation, exclusively offered by Clay Barnett Funeral Home. Online at claybarnett.com with locations at 303 Pfeiffer Road, Kings Mountain, and 1401 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Bradley's now is a bucket truck. What does that mean? That means they can now install outdoor signs, even outdoor lighted signs. Talk with them about designing, creating, and installing your new sign. And of course, see them for logo designs, vehicle lettering, banners, magnets, trophies, plaques, acrylics, t-shirts, and more. They are now truly your one-stop shop. Bradley's, 2522 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at bradleysinc.com. Like them on Facebook too.
All right, the view from the sideline camera as the Burns Bulldogs take the field. I think that might have been the last time out. You're listening to Burns Football at West End Sales broadcast of Burns Football. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 27-14 with 9 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Let me get the up top cap. There we go.
One more kneel,
and they kneel down, and that'll do it. So the Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain halftime show coming up. Going to take a brief break. We'll be right back.
In Cleveland County, you might see me at a local sporting event, the Cleveland County Fair. We might cross paths at the grocery store or at the next benefit. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local professional when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on most. I'm Bert Costner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money, be sure to ask for me, Bert Costner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Costner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today.
Well, I thought that they had run a little kneel down there. I just thought it was kind of academic, but as you can see from our sideline cam, Burns Bulldogs huddling up again.
I think they were forced to take a timeout, maybe with the play clock run down or something. So they still got another play. I do believe, like you say, Kings Mountain has used all their timeouts.
Yeah, that's one thing I forgot to mark them, and the board doesn't have them up there. So out come the Bulldogs for this one play.
Yeah, the ball's on the 2 or 3 yard line. So it is academic, but given the field position, you got to be careful.
So let's see here. Dixon in the shotgun.
That's interesting.
So he'll take the snap, give it to Davis. Davis a run, right side, bowling his way, and maybe got the yard back. And do we have another timeout? Let's see. There's 2.9 seconds left to go. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Kings Mountain must have had another timeout.
Yeah, they must have had another timeout, so we'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Compassion, excellence, and reliability. Those 3 words best describe Bayada Home Health Care, a nonprofit serving Cleveland, Gaston, Lincoln, and Rutherford counties with assistive care services in the comfort of your own home. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they've been doing this since 1975. When it comes time, take the time and call Bayada Home Health Care in Shelby. Call 704-669-4000 or visit them online at bayada.com. Located at 1105 Suite 3 on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Main Street Hardware in Lawndale is your one-stop shop for everything you'll need to prepare your yard for the growing season. Seed, mulch, pine bark, spreaders, and more. And they carry the best Case knives, Milwaukee tools, Georgia boots, Valspar paint, and Red Max yard equipment, plus rocking chairs. But don't take our word for it. Head to Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street in Lawndale. Open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Find them on Facebook too.
All right, the view from the sideline camera, as this should be the last play, is the first half just will not end. And then Davis is going to get it again. Try the left side, still running. He's out to the 10. He's out to about the 12-yard line. So give him 7 more yards. And I believe that's going to go.
0,
yeah, that's going to go in the, let's see, he took it from the 5 to the 12. I'm going to give him 7 yards. And he's got 100 on the nose for the first half. So finally, we have the Parker Farm Service halftime show. Parker Farm Service located in Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Kings Mountain 27, Burns 14. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. We'll be right back.
There's no doubt about it. Chevy drives America. And in Shelby and Cleveland County, Marburger Chevrolet sells the fine folks of our area brand new Chevys at the best possible price. Now take a look at a 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cab truck with a Turbo Max engine. Get 0% financing for well-qualified buyers when you finance with GM Financial. That's a savings of $10,143 for current Chevy owners. Come in for all the details. See yours today at Marburger Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Oakwood Homes of Shelby announces their Go Big and Go Home sale. These prices are a big, big deal. Just listen to this. Now at Oakwood Homes in Shelby, you can buy a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home for only $99,000. That's right, only $99,000 for a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home. Also ask about land home packages and move-in ready homes. That's Oakwood Homes of Shelby, 1839 East Dixon Boulevard. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Online at oakwoodhomesofshelby.com.
When the summer turns brutal, your tractor better bring the heat too. Horsepower Heatwave is here at James River Equipment, starting with the John Deere 3043D with loader. Built with 43 horses of pure grit, ready to move, lift, and muscle through the worst of summer. Right now at James River, get yours for $19,999 cash or just $299 a month. No frills, no fluff. Just horsepower that doesn't sweat. The Horsepower Heatwave is on, only at James River Equipment.
James River Equipment Company, Highway 180 North in Shelby. For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service in Shelby have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and experienced tax professionals. Make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you. On the Go Quick Lube in Paulston is not just oil changes. They have tires for all cars with names like GT Radio, Hankook, and Toyo, plus interstate batteries and wiper blades. Of course, they do oil changes featuring Castrol, Motorcraft, and Rotella diesel oil, and they carry diesel truck fuel filters. Plus, they are an official North Carolina inspection station. For quick service with competitive pricing and professional technicians, head over to On the Go Quick Lube today. 3716 Falston Road, Highway 18 north of Shelby, and go Burns Bulldogs.
Sounds of the game. We're bringing you the halftime show of the Burns High School Marching Band, brought to you by Wright's Jewelry in Falston. All right, we hope you're enjoying the Burns High School Marching Band, brought to you by Wright's Jewelry. Kings Mountain owns a 27-14 on the Wright's Jewelry scoreboard here at halftime. Halftime show brought to you by Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Before I get into some of the scores around the area, I want to give you a couple of announcements. Tony's Barbecue and Grill provided our press box food tonight. So thank you to them. They're changing their name to Misfits Barbecue. They're located in Main Street in Fallston. Their phone number is 704-312-6312. They're open Monday through Saturday. Monday through Thursday, they're open 11 to 7. Friday and Saturday, they're open from 11 to 8. They are under new ownership. They have barbecue baby back ribs on Saturdays, brisket, smoked chicken. Good eats down there at Tony's Barbecue and Grill, providing the press box food today. Thank you. And get ready for a night of adrenaline grit and hometown pride. Burns High School saddling up for a high school rodeo you won't want to miss. Hosted by the Burns High School FFA and held at Polkville Baptist Church Friday, September 13th at 7 p.m. Junior high and young guns will also be held Saturday starting around 12. Come out and support your student riders. Admission is at the gate. Food trucks there. Once again, that is Friday, September 13th at 7 p.m. And then the revival will be held at Buffalo Baptist Church September 7th through 10, starting at 7 p.m. Meal served at 5 o'clock to 6:15 in the fellowship building. That's at Buffalo Baptist Church, 108 Buffalo Church Road, Shelby, North Carolina, September 7th through the 10th, 7 p.m. Scores around the area. Kings Mountain over Burns, 27-14. Crest up on Shelby, 21-7. That's thanks to my brother Danny down there. Thank you. Henderson and North Henderson are Central tied at 28. Cherryville was up 13-0 on Owen. Last I had. West Lincoln up 26-21 on Lincoln Charter. Stuart Kramer 20-6 over North Gaston. Forest View up 6-0 on East Gaston. Ashbrook up 20-7 on Berry Academy. Newton Conover up 21-0 over Polk County. Ford up 7-0 over East Burke. East Lincoln 14-6 over Providence. Lincoln 21-6 over North Lincoln. Hickory up 42-0 on Alexander Central. AC Reynolds up 13-6 over Maiden. Greenville, South Carolina 27-0 over Thomas Jefferson. St. Stephen 7-0 over Bunker Hill. Freedom 41-0 over Drone. West Caldwell 14-8 over Avery County. Mountain Heritage 14-7 over Irwin. Hendersonville 12-0 over Henderson. Cherokee tied at 14 with Tuscola. North Stanley and West Stanley tied at 7. Christ the King over South Lake Christian 7-0. South Rowan over Langtree 21-0. John says it's now 34-21 West Lincoln over Lincoln Charter. So that's your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard from around the area. Matt, you got some stats for us?
Yeah, Burns individual stats. Start off rushing. Max Davis, big first half, 8 carries, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Drew Dixon, 3 for 19. Colton Pryor, 4 for 9 yards. Receiving, Wells, 3 for 9. Caught those on those 3 little pop passes there. Tackles on defense, we got Max Davis, 4.5 tackles. Jude Towery, 4. And then Nate Wilson got a tackle for loss, and a big sack there late in that second half, or second quarter.
Yeah, on the Kings Mountain side of the ball, the big offensive one, I guess, is Dry, who had 18 carries for 110 yards in that first half. So he was the one that really did the damage. Kings Mountain ends up with 9 first downs. Burns has 4 first downs in that second half. A lot of penalties in the first half. A lot of penalties. Kings Mountain has 30, 40, 50, 60 yards in penalties. 7 penalties, 60 yards. Burns, 4 penalties for 50 yards. So a lot of penalties on both teams. Some of those major unsportsmanlike conduct penalties in the first half. We want to look at Kings Mountain receiving. Not a whole lot. Hopper, 2 catches, 16 yards. Vaughn had the touchdown for 19 yards. And then Branch, 2 catches for 18 yards. Vaughn, 2 catches, though. He had a catch of -2, and then the touchdown was a 29-yard touchdown. So that would put him at 27 yards receiving. So that's on the Kings Mountain side. Scoring summary, it was Vaughn with the 29-yard touchdown after a 7-play, 60-yard drive. Davis had a 2-play drive, a 69-yard touchdown run. Dry then answered it with touchdown runs of 5 yards and 2 yards. So that put the score at 20-7. Then Burns had an 8-play, 61-yard drive, capped off by Davis with a 2-yard touchdown run. Unfortunately, a pick six. Did we get the number of the kid for Kings Mountain that had the pick six?
I did not.
Okay,
no.
I'll see if I can get that. But Kings Mountain, an interception for a touchdown, and that's where we stand at 27-14. But if you look at the total yards rushing for Burns, they did have Camp. I had him for 14 yards rushing, Davis for 100, Dixon for 18. So that puts us at 120, 132, 141 once you add Pryor's 9. Ussery had 2 more. So, you're talking 140 yards rushing. Bright spot. Passing yards, unfortunately, a total of 9. So, yeah, maybe we need to stick to the ground game here in the second half, see if we can get that going again.
Oh, I'm encouraged what I see. Like I say, we're right in this ball game. Like I say, just keep pounding the run. I think we found something there. Just take it right to them. Defense, keep doing our thing. Like I say, I didn't mention Justin Porter. Had that interception late in the first half. Playing good defense. If we can hold them, I think we're going to get a couple more touchdowns or more on the board. And I think if we hold them, I think we got a good chance to win this ball game.
It's just unfortunate where that ball was spotted. I know that a lot of folks thought that Porter had caught it in the end zone. And unfortunately, he did not. And they spotted at the 1 yard line. And then after they did have a little bit of breathing room, then they tried to, look like they were going to run a little play action pass, ball on the ground. Dixon tries to get rid of it. Fumbled it, picked it up, then tried to throw it out of bounds. Unfortunately, that one intercepted and taken back for a pick six for Kings Mountain. And that's where we stand at 27-14.
Yeah, like I say, a lot of positive out of this first half. Very easily, could be tied or win this ball game. So I just keep doing what we're doing. If I'm Coach Devine, I tell the guys keep playing hard, keep playing assignment football, and we get a chance to come home with a victory tonight.
All right, so we're about 3 minutes from our Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff. Thank you for listening to the Stadium Halftime Show brought to you by Parker Farm Service. On your right, Jewelry scoreboard, it's Kings Mountain 27, Burns 14. You're listening to Burns Football brought to you by West End Sales. Want to give a shout-out to my friend Michael Hamrick who's listening. Appreciate you listening in tonight, and we'll be right back.
Planning a funeral service can be a very difficult process for families who have just lost a loved one. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts is the theme for the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Fallston. It's important to them to provide those who are grieving with a supportive environment in which they can begin to find closure, say goodbye, and come to terms with their loss. Find out more today. Visit them online at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com or give them a call at 704-538-8631. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center, 846 East Stagecoach Trail in Fallston. There might be other Coyote tractor dealers in the area, but there is only one that stands above the rest, and that's Weston Sales in Vail. There's a reason they have been one of the top-selling Coyote tractor dealers in America today. Some reasons could be quality of service, friendly people, and yes, price. They will not be undersold on a new Coyote tractor. There's one waiting for you, Coyote and Weston Sales, synonymous in the tractor industry today. See them at 110 Highway 18 North in Vail, online at westonsales.com. Like them on Facebook too. If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football game. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. Again, that's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics.
All right, welcome back to the Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain Halftime Show. Rice Jewelry scoreboard, it's Kings Mountain 27, Burns 14. Thank you for listening to this West End Sales broadcast of Burns Football. Once again, community service announcements. Revival. Speaker Joey Hamrick, Buffalo Baptist Church, September 7 through September 10 at 7 p.m. Meal will be served at 5 p.m. in the Fellowship Building. That's Buffalo Baptist Church, 108 Buffalo Church Road, Shelby, North Carolina. Online, buffalobaptistchurchofshelby.com. Burns High School Rodeo, Friday, September 13th, 7 p.m. So come out and support that. Admission at the gate, and there's food trucks that will be there. And thank you once again to Tony's Barbecue and Grill, which will be changing their name to Misfits Barbecue. They're located Main Street, Falston. They provided the press box food for us the last couple of weeks. They're open Monday through Saturday, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 7, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 8 p.m. They got barbecue, ribs, brisket, smoked chicken. Go see them for good eats. Now we got our Jam Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up.
And I believe we will receive it. I think we deferred the first half, so I believe I'm right.
All right,
Yep.
so Bots tells me it's Saturday. That September 13th is a Saturday. And, okay, Christy, but you've got Friday on the sheet. So we'll get that corrected. It's Saturday, September 13th. So we had the date right, the day of the week wrong. So it is on a Saturday, not a Friday. So we got that corrected for you. So we just want to make sure that we have the day of the week corrected. All right, Jam Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up, and your cousin Caleb listening in, Matt. So we appreciate him listening in.
Hope everything's going well for you, Caleb. Good hearing from you, buddy.
Yeah, I know. It's always good to hear from our
Caleb's living up in D.C. area.
So kickoff, we got the kid 13 for Kings Mountain, right?
Yeah, it was Johnson. When I saw it earlier, it looked like a 12. I couldn't read the jersey good, but you're right, it is 13.
Okay. So let's put those aside, and we'll have our second half stats here as Burns will get the football first.
And wait a minute here. Do we have what is this?
It looks like, I think they had it on the wrong yard line. Maybe they had it on the wrong.
So they had it that was originally on the 40. He just motioned like there was a penalty flag.
All right.
Like there was a procedure penalty or something.
You know what?
I don't know.
Have I not been, yeah, it should be on the 40 in high school. I guess by some kind of procedure penalty against Kings
Or was
Mountain.
it something carrying over from
I don't know.
first half? I'm not
Putnam Distributors penalty kick. Well, let's see who got it. Is that Usry?
sure. So Usry.
And Usry to the 15, to the 20, working his way to the left, cuts it up, and then he'll be hit down hard at the 28. That's what Burns will take it at 1st and 10. Looks like a Kings Mountain guy, a little shaken up, but he'll be able to get up on his feet. So Burns will take it on their own, looks like on their own 29-yard line.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Usry so far in the return game. He's had several good run backs. It's like we got another Kings Mountain guy down, probably some cramps.
Okay, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
It's an end of summer clearance sale at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. Come see how easy it is for you to be a satisfied customer. On the lot right now, take a look at a 2011 Audi for $89.95. How about a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta Sports Wagon for $11,995? SNR Auto Sales has a 2017 Honda Ridgeline, $13,995, and a 2012 Volkswagen Beetle Bright Red, $10,995. See the inventory online at srautosales.com. SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Like them on Facebook, too. Since 1988, the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County, also known as TAC, is the nonprofit agency and operates demand response services for non-emergency medical transportation in this area. It also has a fixed bus route that is provided in the city limits of Shelby, and it is free. For more information, call the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County at 704-482-6465. Again, 704-482-6465. Visit the website at tacshelbync.com.
All right, there's your view from your sideline camera as the Burns Bulldogs take the field. Looks like Kings Mountain player was able to get up and walk it off. Now we've got the up top action. Dixon in the shotgun, double wide receivers left, claps the hands, quarterback run. He'll try the right side. He's got a little room, and he's up to the 35 maybe. We'll see where he's out of bounds, but nice start to this drive. Drew Dixon on the quarterback run.
Was that about a 5-yard run there? Drew Dixon.
So let's see where they spot. Always hard to see when he runs out of bounds like that. But, yeah, they're going to give him 5 yards. So Dixon now, after that run, will be up to, if I can get him, what do you have him for the first
I got him 24 yards total now.
Okay, so he's up to 24 yards for the game.
Had him 19 the first half. So Davis back in the backfield for Burns.
And he's been the bell cow for Burns tonight, including a 69-yard touchdown, has 2 rushing touchdowns, already over 100 yards. So Dixon claps hands. Davis will get it up the middle, finding a way, breaking it up. He's to the left side. He's to the 45-50, still on his feet. 45-40, still on his feet. Rumbles to the 35-yard line. That's a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Big time run there, Max Davis.
So give him 16 plus 14 more. That would be a 16 plus 4. That'd be a 30-yard run. He had 100 in the first half, right?
That's right.
So he's up to 130 yards on the night.
Keep feeding him the ball. We'll keep him fresh, but we won't keep feeding him the ball. He's running well tonight for sure.
So double wide receivers right, one to the left. As Dixon claps the hands, has the football. Davis again, left side, over the 35, over the 30. There he goes. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet. Rumbles to the 12-yard line. That's another Falston Pharmacy first down. 12 minus 36. That's a 24-yard run.
That's just what we said at halftime. Keep pounding the ball at them. Wear down this defensive front, and working so far here in the second half for Burns. Down inside the red zone. Be first and goal.
I tell you
but
what.
I just ride it. They can still get another first down. I think it's just, it's just at 11.
One more first down, but very quickly, 2 Falston Pharmacy first downs. I think we got a timeout, so we'll take them with them. We'll be right back.
Oliver's Hardware in Garden Center in Shelby is not just a hardware store, but a real general store, carrying items like feed and seed, hay, pine needles, and straw. Oliver's Hardware has just received the new Turtle Box Ranger, a smaller radio with a huge sound, along with 45 original Turtle Box radios in stock. Oliver's Hardware wishes the Burns Bulldogs good luck this football season. Oliver's Hardware in Garden Center, 3712 Falston Road, Highway 18 North between Falston and Shelby. Online at olivershardware.com. Like them on Facebook, too. Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit their walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at PutnamDistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years.
While you're away, Putnam Distributors penalty against Kings Mountain. That'll move it forward 5. It'll be first down and 5.
Great job, Drew Dixon. A little hard count there to draw him off. And Burns is in business here early in this third quarter.
I tell you what, Kings Mountain up to 70 yards on penalties, and Burns taking it to him on this drive. Max Davis, big runs on this drive, runs of 30 and 24 yards. And now Dixon's going to keep it, and they got a piece of him in the backfield. They're going to sling him down for no gain this time. Let's see if they get a penalty there for a little extra emphasis, and there it goes. That's going to be another Putnam Distributors penalty. It's going to be half the distance.
Yeah, I think
they're going to put that at the 4-yard line.
They might have got him for the celebration after that. It looks like he threw him down hard, but they didn't call it until he started jumping around back there. So we'll take it.
So dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Mountaineers. And I'm just telling you, man, it's just this Instagram culture of these kids is, hey, look at me. It gets the best of them sometimes.
Well,
It's going to move the ball. Let's see where they're going to put it. See, I guess they gave Dixon a loss on that play to the 10. So that was a 2-yard loss. But then the penalties, half the distance, moves it back to the 5. So Dixon now
They can still
gets
get
his men
the first down
organized.
here.
Yeah, they can get a first down. It's like 2nd down and 2. Dixon claps the hands. He's going to give to Davis. He cuts
got
it
room.
back. It's the end
Touchdown.
zone. Touchdown. Numbers, bookkeeping touchdown from 5 yards out. That's Davis's 3rd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, took it left, cut up through the middle, found a big hole there. And credit that O-line. What a job they're doing, or paving the way for Max Davis and company. Making these lanes to rush in for Max Davis' 3rd touchdown of the night.
So that's a 5-play, 71-yard TD drive that took only 1 minute and 52 seconds off the clock. On the go, quick Luke, extra point up and good. 21 points now for Burns, 27-21. Kings Mountain still up top. Burns back in it. We'll be right back.
Some people say there are doers, and there are dreamers. But what's wrong with a little dreaming, especially when it's shared? With hard work, little dreams grow into big ones. At Kubota, we know that your work never stops, and we're inspired by those who dream. But our equipment is built for dreamers and doers, like you. Kubota, built for those who do.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, Kings Mountain. You are not going to believe what just arrived at Parker's Family Feed in Bellwood. Deer blinds, and plenty of them. Heavy duty with 3 windows. Stay warm and cozy in your new deer blind. Available in 4x6 and 6x6 sizes. And Parker Family Feed has all of your deer attractants. And remember them for your pet and livestock feed, fencing, fence posts, and turtle boxes. Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenters Grove Church Road, Lawndale, off Highway 18 North. Like them on Facebook, too.
All right, Jam and Chase Pizza Factory kickoff. It's a 5-play drive that's 71 yards. Davis, the 2 key runs of 24 and 30 yards. And Burns right back in this one, 27-21 on your right jewelry scoreboard. Is Dixon in to do the kicking duty?
They're going to sub in Ryan Sisk.
All right, so Ryan
here to
Sisk in
kick.
there to.
Probably do a little short kick.
So Sisk, foot into the ball.
No, he's kicking it deep.
And they're going to be a procedure penalty against the Bulldogs. That'll cost them 5.
Yeah, I think they try to get a little trick play there. Somehow no switching the kicker out last second, but may have cost them.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Gotten the last two kickoffs, but got Sis
Not
got here
Davis,
now.
Dixon.
Dixon, yep, sorry.
Okay. All right, so now it's Sisk coming back on the field.
And, yep.
So now we've got Sisk going to do it again with the Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff.
Let's hope we can be penalty free this time.
So kick.
And they're going to do
and
the
it's
short
a little
kick.
shorter, and it's going to go out of, no. They kept it
They go-
inbounds this time. Good job by Sisk. And running to his left, cutting up. This could be trouble. No, thank goodness. In the middle of the field, making a tackle. That's 15.
I think it's 16. That's
16.
Cam Howell.
Howell made a big-time tackle there because that could have been bad. So Bell, 66 yards passing in the first half. He was pretty much kept in check. Did have an interception as well. So the major damage was done by Dry. So in the first half, Dry rushing had 110 yards. So both games against Shelby and against Burns, over 100 yards.
It's been a while since the Kings Mountain offense has been out on the field.
So man comes in motion, that's Branch, and there's going to be a handoff. 2nd down and 7, snap back, Bell back, screen set up, and knocked
dangerous.
away, incomplete, as he threw that one late over the field. And over the kind of, well, not right over the middle, over there on the left side, but still he kind of floated it up there late. A lot of traffic over there.
You had a couple Kings Mountain guys there, but Amari Littlejohn was there as well and nearly come up with that interception.
Amari's a really good young man, too. Really good kid. Glad to see him playing well tonight. 3rd down and 7. Bell in the shotgun. Double wide receivers right. Triple wide receivers right. Bell lets it go. Man's open over the middle. A big gainer. All the way to the ball comes out. Do they call it a fumble?
It's probably going to be
They
after.
say he's down. So to the 42, that's 16 plus 8. That's a 24-yard reception by Hopper. That hurts on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think that's Vaughn on the – or no? That was Hopper.
3,
Yep.
Hopper.
Vaughn was over there. I think he recovered what would have been the fumble. Yeah.
He was open in the middle. I tell you what, that was a strike by Bell. That was probably his best throw of the game. 1st down, Kings Mountain.
Yeah, I'm surprised they hadn't gone back more to that.
And Bell in the gun, Dreyer on his hip. And Dreyer get the call. They string him out at first, but he's able to find a little crease. And let's see what he got. See where they mark him. A lot of bodies flying all over the place. And when it's on the far sideline and a mass of humanity over there, it's going to be 2nd down, and he didn't get much. They're going to give him 1.
I think that was Porter, knocked him out for Burns. So.
And Porter has a pick tonight. So he's playing well. 2nd down, and we'll call it 9 as Bell's in the gun again. Dreyer on his hip again, double wide receivers to the right, and Dreyer going to get the call up the middle, puts the head down. Not a ton, but a decent gain. Give him about 5, and it'll be 3rd down and around 4.
If you're Burns, you gotta be careful. They looks like we got a couple guys down on the field.
All right, so we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
The Make This the Summer event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. We are putting performance in your hands. Purchase now and get a $2,250 bonus cash allowance. You may be eligible for up to a $10,000 annual tax deduction on interest paid on a new qualifying auto loan on all new 2025 Dodge Durango models. Come on in now for all the details during the Make This the Summer event at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Homestead Plumbing hopes you're enjoying the summer heat safely. Yes, it's officially summer. Time to plan for longer days and shorter nights. Maybe it's time for you to go plumb crazy and get that outdoor kitchen you've always dreamed of. Or get an outdoor shower for the patio. Or get that yard hydrant closer to the garden. Remember, preventative maintenance can avert a catastrophe this summer. But if you have a plumbing emergency, call the guys at Homestead Plumbing, 828-245-7302. Online at homesteadplumbing.com. Get back to loving your plumbing and loving your summer.
All right, sideline cameras out. Let's go up top. And Kings Mountain will have it now. 3rd down, big 3rd down here. 3rd down and 6. I thought he got a little bit more as Dye is up to 118 yards rushing for the Mountaineers.
They'll probably take a couple cracks at it from here.
And it's going to be a 5-yard Putnam Distributors penalty against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a tough one there.
So that's going to make us 3rd down and 6 into a 3rd and 1, 3rd and very favorable. And now I can almost bet my life savings that Dry is going to get this ball straight ahead. Really, Dry's been the only ball carrier. He's got 21 carries for 118. Bell's the only other person who's got a rush on the stat sheet for Kings Mountain. Double wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Claps the hands, has the football straight ahead, Dry, and he's going to carry tacklers all the way to the 32. To the 26. So he's going to get 6 more yards and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, straight up the middle, tackled by, I think, was that Camp? And he's slow to get up. Might need to take
we'll take
a little time
another
there.
break.
They do it all at McNeely Diesel and Auto on West Grover Street in Shelby, your Napa Auto Care Center. No matter your drivability issue, McNeely Diesel and Auto can help, from an oil change to brakes to a tune-up. And they offer fleet service at very affordable prices. And they cater to fleet and diesel customers. And they have a full wrecker service. If you can't get your vehicle to them, they'll come and pick it up. See Bill McNeely and his ASC certified technician at McNeely Diesel and Auto, 441 West Grover Street in Shelby. Call 704-487-5192, your Napa Auto Care Center.
We're back. First down and 10 for the Mountaineers. And
Another penalty flag.
Let's see who this pre-snap penalty is on. We've seen a lot of these, and it's going to be false start against the Mountaineers. That'll back them up 5, and it'll be first down and 15. That's their 4th penalty of this half. And if we look back at the first half, Kings Mountain had 7 penalties. So they're up to 11 penalties. That's not going to make the coaching staff very happy. Double wide receiver right. As Bell communicating to his coach. Dry the single back set, and he's going to get it. Got out of a tackle. Thought they had him for a loss, and he's going to end up gaining 6. Did the ball come out? Or we got a little something going on over there. Not sure what it is. And we have another player down. We'll be right back.
Don't wait till it's freezing cold outside. Now is the time to get your fireplace serviced by Future Energy Company in Shelby. Say you don't have a fireplace? Well, see Woody Padgett and Future Energy Company for all kinds of fireplaces and gas logs. And for those backyard cookouts, check out the Big Green Egg or Grills by Primo and the Broil Master Outdoor Kitchens. Future Energy Company, serving this area since 1983, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby, online at futureenergyco.com.
If you're thinking about purchasing a new mower, then plan a trip to Elliott Supply in Polkville. Elliott Supply has been family owned and operated for over 50 years, and they're now one of the largest Skag dealerships. Their business philosophy is short and simple. Take care of the customer with name brands like Skag, Husqvarna, Echo, Steel, and more. Elliott Supply, 2301 West Stagecoach Trail in Polkville. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, Saturday, 8 till noon. Online at ElliottSupplyInc.com.
If your HVAC system has some age, you might consider a new system from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Right now, get 60 months, no interest on qualifying systems for qualified applicants for as low as $89 per month. Bill Shuford Heating and Air sells and services American Standard HVAC systems, which is rated #1 in reliability. Call Bill Shuford Heating and Air at 704-484-0025 to book your appointment. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby, online at BillShufordHVAC.com.
Max Davis able to come off the field under his own power, so hopefully he's okay. Took a pretty good hit there. Second down here, and not sure how many yards, but Dreyer gets the ball again, cuts it up, swallowed up. Not sure. Let's see, maybe he got 2, and it'll be 3rd down and 8. Let's see where they move it. He got 5 on the first down, and then he'll get, let's see. He got nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they give him anything on that play.
So this drive has been primarily dry on the ground, but now Bell goes back. He throws complete. Vaughn catches it right in front of the sticks. Let's see where they spot it.
A little curl route to the outside, right at the sticks. I think he knocked down the pylon when he caught it.
And let's
first
see,
down marker.
I think he's going to be short. They're going to mark him short.
Yeah, looks like it's about 4th and 1, 4th and 2. Kings Mountain's going for it. Looks like they're going to rush this time. Let's make sure we get this.
Let's see what they get. So it's Up the middle, Dreyer squirts through, and he's all the way into the end zone for a numbers bookkeeping touchdown.
Yeah,
It's a 19-yard run for a touchdown.
Yeah, they did a little quick play there and caught the Bulldog defense off guard. Tough play there.
So as Dreyer dashes in from 19 yards out, that makes it 33 to 21 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. And now after that numbers bookkeeping touchdown, it's time for the on-the-go.
Keep an eye on
Quickly,
Jacob Tysinger here. He's
extra
coming around the
point.
edge.
Here it comes, and it's up, and it's good. It's 34 to 21 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. We'll be right back.
For 17 straight years, Via Health Partners has been voted #1 in hospice. There's got to be a reason. Via Health Partners provides exceptional care. The comfort of their patients is their top concern, and that's why they offer hospice care wherever a patient calls home. Via Health Partners is there where you need them and when you need them. Find out more by visiting their website at viahp.org. Again, viahp.org. Voted #1 in hospice for 17 straight years. Via Health Partners, founded as Hospice of Cleveland County. Is your home or business in need of a new roof or gutters? Look no further than Gutter Guys. Gutter Guys provides complete gutter and roofing solutions in our entire area, and even in Columbia, South Carolina. With over 22 years experience, Gutter Guys specializes in metal and shingle roofing, seamless gutters, and copper works. If your roof and gutters need some attention, Gutter Guys is here to help you. No job is too big or too small. So give them a call today at 704-879-4384 for Gutter Guys. Serving the Carolinas since 2003.
So after that 10-play, 68-yard drive, took 3:50 off the clock. Dry dashes in from 19 yards out. Third touchdown of the night for him. And Ussery. He's at the 20, 30-yard line, 31-yard line. That's where Burns will have it. First down and 10, again down 2 scores.
Yeah, not a bad return there again for Ussery. I think he's at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, I thought it was the 31 to 26. So the 26-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10. As once again, Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 6:13 left to go, third quarter. 34-21, Kings Mountain holds the advantage, and Dixon in the shotgun. Sends Ussery in motion, and Dixon will keep it himself, and he cuts up, but he is hit hard around the 28. Give him 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, trying to take it up the middle. A big 55 for Kings Mountain. Brings him down.
So Dixon, 24 yards rushing on the night. Trying to see how many carries he's had.
I got him for 6.
6 carries?
Yep.
So I tell you what, he's shown some running ability in Burns. This half, I don't have him for a pass. So no pass attempts yet in this half. So 2nd down and 8, and it's going to be another run, and I'm not sure who's got it out to the 30. It's Pryor. So he'll get 2 more yards, but now it's 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, a little high snap there. Good job, Dixon, for hauling it in and get that handoff off. But it's a big 3rd down play here for Burns, 3rd and 8.
So Pryor now 5 carries, 11 yards. And it is a big 3rd down and 6. As they're taking their time getting the play in, clock winds down to 5 minutes to play. You're listening to Burns Football, as always brought to you by West End Sales. And double wide receivers to the right. Man comes in motion. That's Wells. Dixon has it. Now we'll put it up. And too tall for the receiver, and that was number 5.
Evan Donaldson.
Evan Donaldson, number 2. So unfortunately, that one falls incomplete, and that's a quick 3 and out for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he took a little shot there by the safety for Kings Mountain.
So the passing game struggles do continue for the Bulldogs, and they are forced to punt down 2 scores, and that's not what you wanted after the long Kings Mountain drive for the touchdown.
Yeah, defense will be right back out on the field.
So
And
nice,
like I say,
nice drive on their first possession, but that time just a quick 3 and out.
Dixon in a punt.
And Dixon,
Pretty good punt.
ball, and it's going to hit at the 38, take a big
Nice
Burns
roll.
bounce, and go all the way down to the 24-yard line, and that's where Kings Mountain will take it with 4:33 left to go.
Dixon was on the ground. I think they're trying to vie for a run into the kicker penalty, but not going to get it.
So with 4:32, I guess we need to turn that down. We got some fans out there who are probably a little into the game and into Grandma's liquor cabinet, so we'll turn that down just a little bit so you don't have to hear it.
Well, it did look like he got knocked down, but if a situation where they tip it, which I doubt that was tipped, if they tip it, they can run into him all day, but wasn't called, and Kings Mountain will have the ball on their own
24-yard line, yeah. So Kings Mountain will take it. Double wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Bell in the shotgun. Dreyer has been the workhorse. Now he's back on the left hip. And Bell will clap the hands. And football, direct snap to Dreyer, it looked like, but then there's just a little muffed exchange. All that for an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he got rid of that a little earlier than probably he wanted to. Try to get him on a little quick slant.
I think it was supposed to be some kind of play action. It looked like Dreyer and Bell had their hands at the ball at the same time, so a little miscommunication, but it works to Burns' benefit. Now it's 2nd down and 10.
Well, that whole play looked a little bit kind of busted from the get-go.
So 2nd down, 10. Double wide receivers left and right. Dreyer still the setback on the left hip of Bell. Bell now scrambling. Looked like he had a lane. He'll let it go.
Intercepted!
And it's intercepted by 16.
That's Cam Howell.
Cam Howell up to the 25-yard line, and Burns is in business at the plus 25-yard line.
Cam Howell was just sitting out there, threw it right to him. I don't think the quarterback saw him. Great job. Cam Howell, the sophomore. Big-time play. Cam Howell's my cousin there, Tom.
No.
Big-time play. I'm proud of him.
Royster, who isn't your cousin?
That's right. That's right.
That is the question.
Glad to see him get some action. Good job there. He was just sitting right there. I don't think the quarterback ever saw him.
So with 4:19 left to go, Burns will have it on the plus 25-yard line. 1st down and 10. So a chance to make it a one-score game again. In good shape to do that. Man comes in motion, and he'll get the football. Little pass, Wells, and he makes the corner. Let's see where they put him. That's going to go in the book as a pass. So let's see where they spot him. And they took it on the 26th, and Wells makes it where? Let's see.
And we might have a penalty flag holding on Burns just coming back.
Distributors penalty, so that's going to wipe out the play and back up Burns 10. That's their 3rd penalty of this quarter.
That was a tough one.
So they're backed up all the way to the 36-yard line, 10-yard penalty. We will repeat 1st down. So that wipes out the run by Wells. And Dixon unable to add to those passing yards. Would like to see him get, a little pass down the field, build a little confidence. So they're going to go with, let's see, is that 17? Is that Pryor?
I think that might be. Yeah, that is Pryor. Check that.
So that's 17. That's Pryor on the carry. And he will take it. Let's see. They're going to give him all the way up to the 31-yard line. So I'm going to give him 6. And it'll be 2nd down and about 14 yards to go.
Yeah, let's see. We're definitely down 4-down territory, especially at this juncture in the game.
So double wide receivers to the right, one to the left. And I think that's Davis back in the game. That's a good sign as Wells comes in motion. Now Dixon back to throw.
Got to get rid of it.
Lets it go. Cross the middle, caught, but
we're probably going to have Russ. We might have a roughing the passer here.
Gain. The ball is up at the 30-yard line, gain of 2, and now we'll check the penalty.
Dixon took a shot right there. I think this is going to be roughing the passer. He had some guys coming at him for sure. He just barely got rid of the ball. Let's see what the call is.
So pass interference. Let's see.
Nope.
Personal foul, roughing the passer against Kings Mountain, and that'll move it 15 yards and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
And we got a Burns guy down. Let's take a commercial.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
It's time to discover Ronaldo Honda in Shelby. Get your best deal at Ronaldo Honda or they'll pay you $1,000. Come in for all the details. They'll even deliver to your home. Plus, Ronaldo Honda gives you the best possible trade dollar. They value your trade. Get an appraisal today. And don't forget about Ronaldo Honda's certified pre-owned vehicles. Find out more at Ronaldo Honda, 4421 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ronaldohonda.com.
Jumpin' Jed's in downtown Falston is stocked up on beautiful. Come in for some great ideas for your home or business. Check out the solid wood furniture made in the USA. And it's never too early to stock up on their ever-popular Smoky Mountain soaps, which make great gift ideas. Also, Billy Jacob prints, seasonal and everyday prints. Many works by local artisans, including jewelry, pottery, woodwork, braided rugs, and alcohol ink art. And before you leave, get a big old cup or cone of Hershey's ice cream at Jumpin' Jed's, Main Street, downtown Falston. Like them on Facebook, too. And meet and greet folk artist Mary E. Charles Tuesday, September 9th from 1:30 to 2:30.
All right, view from your sideline camera there. Up top action now. Burns, after the roughing the passer penalty, has it first down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Dixon, running play inside, little room, and pounded down at the 10. I think that's number 1. That's going to be Wells on the carry.
So what we got? We get about 5 on the play.
So Wells, gain of 5. I think that's the first rush I have for him tonight.
That's correct. Yeah, those little jet sweeps, we've been recording that as a pass, little pop passes.
Well, if he throws it forward, it's a pass. If he just hands it off, it's a rush. So that's a running play there. Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Dixon in the gun again, claps the hands, has the football, and it'll be
Markalen Camp.
And he is going to be bottled up. Fights his way. He'll be down to about the 7, but I think I see another Putnam Distributors penalty. This one might be coming back.
Yeah, probably in the vicinity of a holding call.
So both teams, there's been a lot of flags out there tonight. Holding against the Bulldogs is indeed the call. That's the 4th penalty for 20 yards against the Bulldogs, and that'll back them up. And that's a shame because they really had a little momentum going there. And now it's all the way back behind the sticks, all the way back to the 22-yard line. So they got to make up for that here. As clock runs again, 2:13 left to go on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard here in the 3rd quarter. 34-21, Kings Mountain on top. And the hands are clapped, and it's going to be Pryor dives forward. Kings Mountain does a good job that time of getting in there. Maybe he got a yard, Matt.
Yeah, that D-line got to him on that one. Looks like I'm going to give him a no gain there.
I was going to be generous and give him 1, but it didn't look like they gave him anything.
Yeah, I thought forward progress come a little bit more. Big 3rd down play here.
So Dixon will bring him up to the line. Two wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And trying to see who the running back is.
I think that's Pryor.
And back Dixon, looking, has time, floats.
He's got a man.
It is open, and he caught it.
Oh.
No, it's incomplete. It looked like he was going to be able to catch it just a little short of him, and that's going to be incomplete.
He had Wells out there.
3rd down. I mean, is it 4th down? It's going to bring up 4th down.
It would have been a great play. You had to come back to it a little bit. Pressure. Dixon had a lot of pressure, but nearly come down with that ball.
4th down and 14. I think they're going to try a field goal. So they're going to try a field goal. Let's see if it's Sisk.
Sisk definitely has the leg for it.
So they're going to put it down at the 28-yard line. So this will be an on-the-go quick lube.
And a penalty flag.
And they're going to get somebody. Oh, they're going to get the
Kings Mountain.
It might be a sideline warning, though. It's probably a sideline warning. And if it is, it won't
Yeah.
It won't be a sideline warning. Yeah, sideline warning against Kings Mountain. There will be no penalty yardage.
There shouldn't be anyway. I don't know what the call was, but it looks like what you said, a sideline warning.
Yeah, sideline warning against Kings Mountain.
So what is the yardage here on this kick, Tom?
So they're going to put it down at the 27, add 10. This will be a 37-yard on-the-go quick lube.
Ryan Sisk.
Field goal by Sisk.
Big-time kick here. Drew Dixon with the hold.
And the snap is back. Hold down. Kick up on the way. And it is
good.
On the go quick lube field goal. 34-24 on your Wrights Jewelry scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Back to school time means cold and flu season is just around the corner. Before it invades your home, see Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville or the Fallston Pharmacy for your cold and flu remedies and preventatives. And in Fallston, get your Burns, Bulldog, caps, and T-shirts. And check out the grill at Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And use their convenient drive-through windows at both locations. Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville, and the Fallston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Fallston. DeRisi Power Sports wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs good luck during this year's football season. DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, services, and accessories. If your ATV needs service, bring it on in. DeRisi Power Sports is not just for professional ATV riders. If yours is in need of minor service, like a tune-up, oil change, or any other service, bring it on in. DeRisi Power Sports will service it at affordable pricing and expert service. DeRisi Power Sports, 4225 Fallston Road, or call 704-638-3512. Go Burns Bulldogs.
Here's your view from the sideline up top. On your new Wrights Jewelry score, 34-24 after that 37-yard field goal by Ryan Sisk. On to go quick lube sponsoring that, and it was actually a negative 2-yard drive because of the penalty. But the set up by the interception. And now foot meets ball, short kick, and it'll be taken around the 32-yard line up to the 40. One of the up men, one of the big guys is carrying it all the way to the 46. So the Kings Mountain will take it in good shape on their own 46. Their last drive ended in an interception, which was turned into points by the Bulldogs. And who did get that interception? 16, wasn't it? It was 16.
Justin Porter. Oh, you're talking about
Cam
for
Howell,
that's Cam Howell. Yep. Good job on the tackle there on that last play, Mason Brawley. Good job there, Mason.
So ball put down at the 46-yard line. First down and 10 for the Mountaineers, who do have a couple of turnovers tonight that have hurt them. See if Burns can cause another one here, and Dreyer's going to get it.
Hit behind
the line of scrimmage for a 3-yard loss. See who got him.
The
I think it's 11.
Initial hit was 10, Reggie Logan, and I think Jude Towery finished him off.
So that's the first time, I think, all night he's been caught behind the line of scrimmage.
And we're going to give them a tackle for loss.
2-yard loss. So it'll be second down and 12.
Max Davis back out there on defense. That's a good sign for Burns.
Back out on offense, too. So probably just got the wind knocked out of him. Dreyer again. He's hit. He's taken down again. Maybe a yard. It'll be third down and 11.
And that's Amari Littlejohn.
So third down and long as Kings Mountain stays behind the sticks, and they're probably going to let this thing run out, and we're going to go to the fourth quarter. So we're going to take the break with them. End of 3. Kings Mountain 34, Burns 24. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
Is your garage door not operating correctly, or it may be completely broken? If so, call Cleveland County Garage Doors. Cleveland County Garage Doors is family-owned and operated, where you get honest and dependable service. They offer great deals on door-link garage doors, and service calls start at $75. Just call C.J. Waters at Cleveland County Garage Doors for service and installation. Call 704-472-9367. Again, 704-472-9367. And see them on Facebook at CC Garage Doors.
It's the Slingshot Showstopper sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get up to $3,000 customer cash on remaining 2024 models, plus 15% off accessories. Plus, it's the all-out summer sales event on all Polaris models with up to $4,000 off 2024 models and financing at 0% for up to 60 months. And save big on the Suzuki King Quad ATVs with 0% financing for up to 36 months or $1,600 in customer cash. At Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
So 3rd down and 11, as other than the 19-yard touchdown run, Dry's been kept in check, only 37 yards rushing this half. And Bell's probably going to put it in the air this time. He does. He's got time now. Flush now going to his right. Sacked. He'll be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Reggie Logan, big-time sack on Bell. Huge play, Reggie Logan.
12-yard loss, and it'll be punting time for Kings Mountain after the 3 and out. So big-time defensive stand there by Burns as they put Bell on the ground. That was huge.
The Shelby Crest game tied at 21, 6 minutes left.
Really?
So tight one.
Tied at 21. Who would have thought that?
We got a good one going on here for sure.
And trying to get off the field is Porter, I think. And they
he
get
got
off. They block the punt. The punt is blocked, and Burns is going to take it in plus territory. Oh, my gosh. Well, how big was it?
Can you tell who did that?
Couldn't tell who blocked it.
I think it might have been 10. I think that might have been Logan.
I tell you what, that's huge for Porter to get off the field.
He got off field, Justin. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at Porter coming off, but Burns is going to have great field position here. Start this drive.
All right, so Burns is going to take it on the plus 30. They're going to take it on the plus 33. And they're going to take it with 11:13 left to go. And they're set up again.
Davis.
Unfortunately, unable to take advantage last time. As Matt just told you, Davis in the backfield. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. Snap is back. Davis with the football, trying the right side, trying to get the corner, and a flag comes out. He had about 5 or 6, but probably coming back with a holding penalty.
That's unfortunate. It was a pretty good run there by Davis. Caught that corner. Yeah, a lot of Putman Distributors penalties out here tonight for sure.
Let's see. What do they say? Holding. And they're going to take it from the original line of scrimmage and march it back.
That's tough.
So Burns now, that's their 5th penalty of this half. They have 40 yards in penalties so far, and that's going to march it back all the way back to the 44-yard line. So we'll do it again. 1st down and 20 now for Burns. As Davis has been able to get loose, well over 100 yards tonight, 159 unofficially. Double wide receivers right, one to the left. And let's see what we got. And, yeah, they do have the ball mismarked. That's what I thought.
Yep.
Okay, because it should be on the 43. There it is. So double wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Davis on the right hip of Dixon, and play action over the middle, and incomplete, just a little wide of the intended receiver, and I'm not sure who it was.
He had Amari Littlejohn out there coming out from the tight end position, just a little bit over his reach.
So Dixon's been close with a couple of those passes and just has not been able to connect, so we'll do it again. 2nd down and 20. And I tell you what, how big's that holding penalty, man? It takes you back out of field goal range as Dixon trying to get everybody lined up. And now Wells on the right side. 2 more receivers to the left. Dixon has it, back, looks, pumps, throws, and it's going to be almost intercepted. As had his hands on it for a moment was Christian Jarrett.
Had Little John out there, but probably was not a wise decision to throw that ball.
It's just
Bring up third
soft
down.
back across his body, back across the field. It's not where you want to throw that ball. A lot of bad stuff can happen, but gaining experience every game. So, you know, every near miss is, you can chalk it
Absolutely.
up as a learning experience.
Absolutely.
So Dixon, going to get them lined up. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Third down and an Uber. Wells in motion, claps the hands, has the football. He's back, screen set up, complete
That's
to
Davis.
Davis.
He's got room.
35, 40, 35, 30. There he goes. 25, still on his feet. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Max Davis for the numbers bookkeeping touchdown from 43 yards out, Matt.
What a play. What a pass. Drew Dixon got Davis in the flat, followed his blockers all the way in for a touchdown. Big-time score for Burns.
So Burns cuts the lead. They put the score on the wrong side. Cuts the lead to 4. Very big on-the-go quick lube extra point. And is that the 4th touchdown for Davis?
And this will make it a
yeah, three-point game.
game.
So kick up, kick good. 30, 34, 31 on the right shoulder scoreboard. We'll be right back.
It's the 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Plan now to bring the family out for a big night of fun. Entertainment includes the Majestic Spectacular Thrill Show, Canines in Flight, the High-Flying All-American Frisbee Dogs, the Magic of Lance Gifford, Act Monsters Chainsaw Art, and the Demolition Derby. And Right Off for Rides will be back with over 40 exciting rides. And, of course, the many food vendors, games, livestock, and other attractions. The 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Y'all come. It'll be fun. The name DeRisi is a well-known name in Polkville. Joe DeRisi operates 3 auto-related businesses there, including DeRisi Auto Sales and Service at 4606 Polkville Road. Also, DeRisi Body Shop on West Stagecoach Trail. Whether it's an attractively priced used car, or maybe you need a tune-up or body work done, Joe DeRisi is the man. Call 960-295-5000 for the pre-owned car and service shop, or 704-538-9956 for the body shop. Like them on Facebook, too.
All right, there's your view from the sideline camera. Let's go back up top. After that Davis 43-yard touchdown, a screen pass beautifully executed. It's a 3-point game with 10:33 left to go. We got ourselves a football game.
Drew Dixon in to attempt this kickoff.
So the on-the-go quick lube extra point good. Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. Toe meets ball, and it's going to spin down at the 10 and to the 20, to the 25, and then hit down there at the 33. So Kings Mountain will take it on their own 33-yard line.
And that is 68, Xavier Epps on the tackle, on the kickoff for Burns.
So Burns defense doing the job. Last 2 Kings Mountain possessions have been an interception and a 3-and-out, which have led to 10 points and have cut this lead 34-31. That's on your Right Jewelry scoreboard. Thank you for listening to this West End Sales broadcast of Burns football. And if you're a Mounties fan, you're saying, man, we got to get something going here. And last 2 drives, the Burns defense has done the job. Now double wide receivers left. And we still got some folks yelling in the background. Toss play, Dreyer, he cuts up, has room, has yardage. And he'll be wrestled down after a gain of about 8 or 9. Ball up to the 40 or so, be gain of 7, I believe.
Markalen Camp on the tackle. Good job. He was trying to round that corner there. Good job, Markalen, for keeping him getting around the corner there.
Let's see where he got to. Yeah, they're going to give him, I'm going to call that 6 yards. Looks like he got about 6.5. He's up to 153 yards. Second down and a long 3 short for Dreyer up the middle, pounds his way. He'll be stopped. It's going to bring up third down as Max Davis and others.
That's Davis and Camp there for the tackle.
Let's see, they're going to give him forward progress all the way up to the 43. They're going to give him the first down. I mean, Christmas isn't until December, man.
Not sure about that spot.
So they
for sure.
gave him all the way.
They
gave him a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Man, I feel like they give him an extra yard there.
Yep. So it's first down and 10 for the Mountaineers as Bell's in the shotgun. Quick throw tipped and incomplete. Boy, a lot of times you see that one picked off. That would have been nice there.
Mark Camp nearly come down with that interception. Can't tell who tipped it. I think that might have been Nate Wilson.
So second down and 10. And I tell you what an improvement for the Burns Bulldogs from week 1 to week 2 is a lot of people counted them out of this football game. Second down 10. And Dreyer again picking his way, swallowed up. Camp and others. Davis there to meet him. Gain of about 2, 3rd and 8.
Yep, Camp and Davis again. Good job there on defense. Big time third down play. If you can stop them here, you get the ball back.
Man, they gave him
plenty of time.
3.5 yards, man. I guess he's getting more forward progress than we realize. So it'll be third down, and Bell and Dry has carried the ball 30 times. 30. He's going to need a ice pack in the morning, that's for sure. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. Clap the hand, does Bell. He's got time. He's looking. He lets it go. Long pass down the field, one-on-one coverage. And that battle is won by number 5, Xavier Hutchins.
That's tough. Good play, but pretty well defended on a play. He just put that ball right where he needed to.
So that's going to go in the books as a, 53-yard pass reception and a Falston Pharmacy first down. Man, that hurts.
It's like we got a Kings Mountain defender slow getting up.
I think he's going to make it, though. That's his first catch of the night.
Man.
All the way down. Where'd they mark him? At the 2? That's going to go in the books as a 52-yard reception.
Well, like I said, well defended on play. That's
not sure what the confusion is about, as Hutchins is over there on the sideline. And let's see if we can go the sideline cam on this one. And nope, don't have a very good view there. And
you're not sure what's going on in the field.
I don't either. It's 9:05 left to go in the game. Your score is 34-31. And I have
now
no
they're
idea.
running the clock.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it would give them some extra. It almost was like a timeout they had.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the stoppage was for.
That ball's up. Now they're marking it at the 1, so that's going to go as a 53-yard reception.
Got Mason Brawley, a couple more checking in for Burns. Goal line stand here. Let's see if we can hold up.
First down goal, and what do we got now?
I think
what do we have?
Timeout, I believe, Kings Mountain.
All right, we'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
The Clay Barnett Funeral Home in Shelby gives you 5 reasons to choose acclimation over cremation. Acclimation is a gentle, dignified process. It's a process that uses 95% water instead of fire. 20% more ash remains are returned to the family. It is a green process with no emissions and no harmful greenhouse gases. And acclimation prices start at $25.95, and payment plans are available with credit approval. Consider acclimation, exclusively offered by Clay Barnett Funeral Home. Online at claybarnett.com with locations at 303 Pfeiffer Road, Kings Mountain, and 1401 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Bradley's now is a bucket truck. What does that mean? That means they can now install outdoor signs, even outdoor lighted signs. Talk with them about designing, creating, and installing your new sign. And of course, see them for logo designs, vehicle lettering, banners, magnets, trophies, plaques, acrylics, t-shirts, and more. They are now truly your one-stop shop. Bradley's, 2522 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at bradleysinc.com. Like them on Facebook too.
First down and goal up the middle. Did Dreyer get in? No signal yet. Now he's in for the numbers bookkeeping touchdown. So after the 53-yard reception by Hutchins, Dreyer punches it in from 1 yard out. And now Kings Mountain extends the lead. It's now 40-31.
Yeah, just took it right up the middle.
And unfortunately for Burns, it's a 6-play drive that took about 3 minutes off the clock, not quite, about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays, and took 67 yards on the go. Quick lube extra point is
I think it's blocked. I think that's
so
Reggie Logan again.
All right, so it remains 40-31. We'll be right back.
In Cleveland County, you might see me at a local sporting event, the Cleveland County Fair. We might cross paths at the grocery store or at the next benefit. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local professional when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on most. I'm Bert Costner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money, be sure to ask for me, Bert Costner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Costner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today. Compassion, excellence, and reliability. Those three words best describe Bayada Home Health Care, a nonprofit serving Cleveland, Gaston, Lincoln, and Rutherford counties with assistive care services in the comfort of your own home. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they've been doing this since 1975. When it comes time, take the time and call Bayada Home Health Care in Shelby. Call 704-669-4000 or visit them online at bayada.com, located at 1105 Suite 3 on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
All right, kickoff going to be returned. I think that's Ussery to the 20, works his way to the right to the 25, spins, put down at the 29-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. Just a tough break for Burns on that 3rd and long. Hutchins gets to 53-yard pass play, and then Dry finishes up for the 1-yard TD plunge.
So, Tom, if you're Burns, what do you call here on offense? I'm gonna give it to Davis and let's see what he can do with it.
Yeah, I tell you what, he has been the bell cow tonight. He has been the workhorse. If you look at his total production, Davis is up to 159 yards rushing unofficially.
Pryor starting out behind or in the backfield this drive.
Yeah, I said Davis has played a lot tonight. Ussery in motion, and it's going to be Pryor through the middle.
Nice run.
Miss, and he's dragging a tackler. Now he's pushed back. So give him 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Just joining us, Mr. Sparky Scoreboard, Kings Mountain 40, Burns 31. And this broadcast is brought to you by West End Sales. It has been an entertaining ball game if it's been nothing else.
Absolutely. Both teams played their hearts out.
A lot of explosives. If you like explosive plays, this
Absolutely.
is the game for you. So double wide receivers right, one to the left. And Dixon, I think he's got Pryor in a little pistol, claps the hands. Pryor has the ball through a little crease, and then it closes quickly. And he'll gain about 1. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
So Burns has time, but they don't have an abundance of time. 7 minutes, 32 seconds left. Right Stewart scoreboard. We're down 9 points. So 2-possession game. We're going to need to get the ball downfield in a hurry.
3rd down and 3.
Davis.
Dixon getting him long. Yeah, Davis is checked back in. And double wide receivers left, one to the right. Davis on the left hip of Dixon. Slaps the hands, has the ball. Davis going to try the right side, has room, 40, 45, all the way to the 48-yard line. Give him 11 yards and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, another big-time run. Max Davis took it right this time. Just what we needed to keep the chains moving.
That's a big conversion there, as Davis has played a ton of football tonight. He's been on defense, got a ton of tackles on defense, and he has 170 yards rushing.
And all 4 touchdowns tonight for Burns.
4 touchdowns. Yeah, let's say he's played a little football tonight. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. And claps the hand, snap back. Davis will have it. Left side again, working his way left. Now cuts it up. Now has over the 40, over the 50 to the 48-yard line. Give him 4 to be 2nd and 6. And I tell you what, they're probably going to ride him as long as they can. I tell you what, the young man's got to be tired. He's coming off.
Checking out,
yeah. He has worked.
Kalen Camp out there now. Burns are content running the ball here. Closing on 6 minutes left in this ball game.
It's been much more, although the screen pass was effective for the touchdown. So Dixon getting him lined up. One wide receiver right to the left, 2 to the right. Dixon claps the hands and works
ball's on the ground.
And we had a bad snap. I think Burns got on it. And penalty markers are out. Another Putnam Distributors penalty. Let's see.
False start on Burns.
So there's no play. All right. So there's no play, and they'll march Burns back 5. And that's 30, 45 yards in penalties. And the clock's a factor. Now under 6 minutes to play. And checking out is Camp. And checking in. It's been by committee. I think that's Pryor. No, it's Wells. Let's see. I think they're going empty.
Yeah, first time we've seen that tonight.
Yeah, they're going empty. So Dixon over there sends Ussery in motion. Play action. Now he throws down left side. Man,
he's got a man.
Wells has got the catch. And he's out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Falston Pharmacy first down.
Let's see. That was on the 48 to the.
See where they spot it.
Big time catch, passing catch there, Drew Dixon to Romello Wells.
So that's inside the 20 to the 18. So that's 32 plus 3. That's a 35-yard pass by Dixon. So Wells with a reception.
Closing on 5 minutes left in this ball game.
So I forgot to write down Davis had the 43-yard reception, didn't he? So a couple of big pass plays, 43 and 35 on the last 2 completions. And it's going to be sweep right side. Ussery, and he's going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage and dragged down at the 18. He'll lose 2. And it seems like there's extracurricular going on after every single play.
Yeah, it's been a chippy game, definitely. Both teams kind of jawing back and forth. But like you say, time is getting to be more of an issue now. Davis checking back in.
So it's under 5 minutes now as Dixon in the gun. He'll give it to Davis, tries the right side, tries to bounce out, and breaks a tackle. I tell you what, he's a load to bring down, and he's to the 12. Give him 6. It'll be 3rd down.
I tell you, Davis is a strong kid. He drug his way for that last couple yards. Broke a couple tackles there.
So it just, if you're keeping score at home, he's up to 180 yards in this football contest. Not to mention, he's played defense the entire time as well.
Yep, and caught a 43-yard touchdown pass.
So he has been the workhorse. 3rd down and about 7. So Wells comes in motion. He'll get the football, tries the left side, looking for a crease, picking his way. He'll be stood up. The ball was at the 14. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it near the 10, 11. This is going to be 4th down and about 4. So Wells has had a couple of carries this half for 8 yards, and they're going to try another Ryan Sisk on-the-go quick lube field goal. So they're going to, this ball's at the 14. They're going to spot it at the, let's see, they're going to spot it at the 22. This will be a 32-yard field goal. Snap back, kick up. He drilled it.
Good.
And on-to-go quick lube field goal is good. Kings Mountain 40, Burns 34. We'll be right back.
Main Street Hardware in Lawndale is your one-stop shop for everything you'll need to prepare your yard for the growing season. Seed, mulch, pine bark, spreaders, and more. And they carry the best: Case knives, Milwaukee tools, Georgia boots, Valspar Paint, and Red Max Yard Equipment, plus rocking chairs. But don't take our word for it. Head to Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street in Lawndale. Open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Find them on Facebook too. There's no doubt about it. Chevy drives America. And in Shelby and Cleveland County, Marburger Chevrolet sells the fine folks of our area brand new Chevys at the best possible price. Now take a look at a 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab truck with a Turbo Max engine. Get 0% financing for well-qualified buyers when you finance with GM Financial. That's a savings of $10,143 for current Chevy owners. Come in for all the details. See yours today at Marburger Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
So the sophomore Sisk 2 for 2 on field goals tonight. And Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff popped up left side. And it's going to be returnable for Kings Mountain. And they're going to take the ball in really good shape around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's 22 for Burns. That is Chris Dawkins.
Let's see where they're going to be at
on the tackle.
41-yard line. So if you're just joining us, 40-34 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, as this has been an entertaining back-and-forth game. Burns briefly had a lead, and Kings Mountain was been up 2 scores a number of times, but Burns has clawed back. And on their last 3 possessions, they've got field goal, touchdown, field goal.
If you're Burns, you need a 3 and out here. I'm sure they'll hand the ball out the dryer or the dry.
So,
try to run his clock out.
So Burns is going to commit a Putnam Distributors penalty. And that'll be 5 yards, and it'll be 1st and 5. It's not what you want there.
Nope.
Especially with Dry. You're going to get a steady diet of Dry, who has carried the ball 31 times. They don't hand it to anybody else, Matt. They don't.
I don't think
exact opposite
they've rushed.
Of Burns.
They hadn't rushed anybody else. You're right.
Nobody else is taking a carry. So from the 46 now, and Dry will get it, and he will try the right side. He's stacked up. See, that's why the penalty hurts you. Instead of 2nd and 8 or 9, now it's 2nd or 3 or 4.
Yep. Markalen Camp there on the tackle for Burns.
They're going to give him 2 yards. I mean, they've pretty much, this half, he has 50 yards. But those 50 yards have come on 14 carries. I mean, he hasn't really gotten loose. They've done a good job. Need to do a good job one more time. It's getting late. 2:37 and counting on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. 2nd down and 3 for Burns. As in the shotgun is Bell and Dreyer up the middle, and that hurts. That's a 1st down. It's a gain of 5. And that'll move the sticks, and now Burns is going to have to start using their timeouts. There's 2:20 on the clock now. Regardless of the outcome of this game, you got to commend the job the coaching staff and the players did after they just did not have a good performance last week. They have really rebounded and then some this year, so they should be very proud of their performance tonight, but they'd like to get this ball back and get one more crack at it.
Yeah, like you, they're going to probably have to start using some timeouts here very soon.
And Bell in the shotgun, and it's going to be Dreyer again, and he's going to fall forward. Ball's out! Burns has got it! It's a fumble, and Burns has the recovery. Who's got it? It was number 4, Markalen Camp, with the fumble recovery.
Well, that's one way to do it, Tom. That's one way to get the ball back. Hey, credit Jude Towery stripped that ball. Markalen Camp came up with it. What a play. Burns gets the ball back. Minute 55 seconds left in this ball game. What a play.
Take it on their own 40-yard line with 1:55 left to go in the game. Drew Dixon, a chance to be a hero in the shotgun. Davis beside him. Davis gets the call. Left side, picks his way, finds a crease, falls forward. He's got 9. Burns is going to have to hurry, though, Matt.
Yeah, good run. They're going to play hurry up, like you say, 1 minute, 44 seconds.
So he's got 8, and he's up to the 48-yard line. Dixon again in the shotgun. Davis beside him. Double wide receiver, or two to the right, one to the left. Davis gets it again, and he's dropped for a loss. That hurts. Loss of 3, and they're going to have to run a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Oakwood Homes of Shelby announces their Go Big and Go Home sale. These prices are a big, big deal. Just listen to this. Now at Oakwood Homes in Shelby, you can buy a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home for only $99,000. That's right, only $99,000 for a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home. Also ask about land home packages and move-in ready homes. That's Oakwood Homes of Shelby, 1839 East Dixon Boulevard. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Online at oakwoodhomesofshelby.com.
When the summer turns brutal, your tractor better bring the heat too. Horsepower Heatwave is here at James River Equipment, starting with the John Deere 3043D with loader. Built with 43 horses of pure grit, ready to move, lift, and muscle through the worst of summer. Right now at James River, get yours for $19,999 cash or just $299 a month. No frills, no fluff. Just horsepower that doesn't sweat. The Horsepower Heatwave is on, only at James River Equipment.
James River Equipment Company, Highway 180 North in Shelby.
All right. So if we view it from the side, the sideline cam there, Kings Mountain on the field. Burns still huddled up on their sideline.
Davis comes out under his own pressure. But like you say, he's had a lot of carries. He's got to be wore out. Camp's coming into the backfield.
So Markalen Camp replaces Max Davis. 3rd down and 5. Now you have to, get a first down. The game is over. Well, 3rd down. You got 2 cracks at it. Let's see what we got here. Maybe a timeout. Not sure what they have here.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like they're going to spot it. Maybe just redo the play.
I'm not really sure. It's kind of like the old backyard do-over, I guess.
That was very bizarre.
Yeah, 3rd down and 5. They don't need to get a first down on this play. They need a first down, but it's 3rd down. They got 2 cracks at it. Dixon in the gun. He'll roll to his right. He fires, and incomplete.
Pass intended for Wells. And down the last play, 4th and 5. Do or die here.
This is the ball game. But this is why you play under the Friday night lights. This is your moment. Max Davis
checking back in.
The field.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him get the ball in some form of way. I mean, that's.
I tell you what, get him a jar of pickle juice and get him back on the field.
Call a timeout or something. Well, you just call one. I was going to say, give him all the rest you need.
Double wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Davis beside Dixon. Dixon has it. He is going to throw it over the middle. Man,
he got him!
It's Eli Morris! He's got the ball to the 40-yard line. Gain of 15 and a Falston Pharmacy first down. Holy cow, Eli Morris comes up and makes a huge catch.
Big time catch, Eli Morris. Closing in
Over
on
the
the
middle
left.
was wide open. What a strike by Dixon. Young man's growing up right in front of us. Max Davis tries the right side, tries the corner, and he gets it. He's to the 40, 38, and let's see if he got out of bounds. Are they stopping the clock? They're not stopping the clock. He's not. Now they're going to get a timeout. We'll be right back.
For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service in Shelby have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and experienced tax professionals. Make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you.
So we're going to come out of that a little bit early. We want to make sure we get this play here. It is second down and about 7 as Burns, after the fumble recovery, is in business, in plus territory. They just don't have a lot of time. 54 seconds left to go here in the game.
And they burned 2 timeouts here already. So
And Dixon, double wide in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the left. Dixon looks, throws, incomplete.
had Morris out there in the flat to the left. Bring up 3rd down for Burns here. 3rd and 7.
So big play here. You know, the time is a factor, and you have to move the chains on one of these 2 next plays. If you move the chains, and you could spike it and stop the clock and trade the down for the clock.
Yeah, 1 timeout left.
Crest defeats Shelby 31-21 tonight. As Dixon gets his men lined up, double wide receivers left, 1 to the right again. Dixon sends a man in motion, has the football. He's back. He's got time. Screen play set up. Does not going anywhere. As Davis is drilled, they're going to have to call a timeout, 3-yard loss, as Kings Mountain snuffed it out. So we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
On the Go Quick Lube in Falston is not just oil changes. They have tires for all cars with names like GT Radio, Hankook, and Toyo, plus interstate batteries and wiper blades. Of course, they do oil changes featuring Castrol, Motorcraft, and Rotella diesel oil, and they carry diesel truck fuel filters. Plus, they're an official North Carolina inspection station. For quick service with competitive pricing and professional technicians, head over to On the Go Quick Lube today. 3716 Falston Road, Highway 18 north of Shelby, and go Burns Bulldogs.
All right, we're going to bring it back. Let's see if we got a, nope. Here's your view from up top. This is the ball game. 4th down and 10. This ball spotted right at the 40-yard line. West Lincoln also a winner over Lincoln Charter tonight.
47 seconds left in this game. Let's see what this Bulldog offense can draw up here. Got to have 10 yards or the ball game's over.
So Dixon comes back out. 47 seconds left to go. 4th down and 10.
Got empty back.
Yeah, empty set. Double wide receivers left. Double wide receivers right. H-back in Morris. And Dixon claps the hands. He has the ball. He's under pressure. He's rolling right. He lets it go. Wobbly pass. And is it caught? Is it caught? It's incomplete. I thought we were going to get the reception off the tip drill.
Man.
Unfortunately, just off the fingertips of Wells. Incomplete.
That ball tipped to 2 or 3 guys.
Yep.
Burns nearly caught it there at the very end. Man.
Tough way.
That's
Guys
a
fought
tough
their
play.
heart out tonight, and, you know, a lot of guys counted them out. I tell you what, this was a hard-fought, close game.
I was going to say that's the best game I've seen in a while. Let's say these boys have fought hard tonight. What a ball game. That's all you can say. What a ball game.
So it's probably all over but the crying, but let's see. Kings
Barring
Mountain does
anything
have to
crazy
snap it.
here,
Yeah, they have to
that'll be the
snap
game.
it. They'll have to snap it at least once, probably twice. And Bell in the shotgun, he'll take it, and then he'll kneel down. That'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss, but it's academic. Burns calls timeout. We'll be right back.
Planning a funeral service can be a very difficult process for families who have just lost a loved one. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts is the theme for the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston. It's important to them to provide those who are grieving with a supportive environment in which they can begin to find closure, say goodbye, and come to terms with their loss. Find out more today. Visit them online at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com or give them a call at 704-538-8631. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center, 846 East Stagecoach Trail in Falston.
All right, while you were away, game ends. Kings Mountain 40, Burns 34, and that's on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Post-game show coming up. Stadium post-game show brought to you by the Stamey Funeral Home in Falston. Offensive player of the game will be brought to you by Marburger Chevrolet of Shelby, North Carolina. Defensive player of the game brought to you by Main Street Hardware of Lawndale, North Carolina. Play of the game, gutter guys of Kings Mountain and the overall player of the game, S&R Auto Sales of Shelby, North Carolina. One more time, Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Kings Mountain 40, Burns 34. We'll be right back with the post-game show. Thank you for watching this West End Sales broadcast at Burns Football. We'll be right back to wrap up with the post-game show.
There might be other Coyote tractor dealers in the area, but there is only one that stands above the rest, and that's West End Sales in Vail. There's a reason they have been one of the top-selling Coyote tractor dealers in America today. Some reasons could be quality of service, friendly people, and yes, price. They will not be undersold on a new Coyote tractor. There's one waiting for you, Coyote and West End Sales, synonymous in the tractor industry today. See them at 110 Highway 18 North in Vail, online at westendsales.com. Like them on Facebook too. If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football game. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. Again, that's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics. It's an end of summer clearance sale at S&R Auto Sales in Shelby. Come see how easy it is for you to be a satisfied customer. On the lot right now, take a look at a 2011 Audi for $89.95. How about a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta Sports Wagon for $11,995? S&R Auto Sales has a 2017 Honda Ridgeline, $13,995, and a 2012 Volkswagen Beetle Bright Red, $10,995. See the inventory online at srautosales.com. S&R Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Like them on Facebook too. Since 1988, the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County, also known as TAC, is the nonprofit agency and operates demand response services for non-emergency medical transportation in this area. It also has a fixed bus route that is provided in the city limits of Shelby, and it is free. For more information, call the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County at 704-482-6465. Again, 704-482-6465. Visit the website at tacshelbync.com. Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center in Shelby is not just a hardware store, but a real general store, carrying items like feed and seed, hay, pine needles, and straw. Oliver's Hardware has just received the new Turtle Box Ranger, a smaller radio with a huge sound, along with 45 original Turtle Box radios in stock. Oliver's Hardware wishes the Burns Bulldogs good luck this football season. Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center, 3712 Falston Road, Highway 18 North between Falston and Shelby. Online at olivershardware.com. Like them on Facebook too. Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit the walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at putnamdistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years.
Some people say there are doers, and there are dreamers. But what's wrong with a little dreaming, especially when it's shared? With hard work, little dreams grow into big ones. At Kubota, we know that your work never stops, and we're inspired by those who dream. But our equipment is built for dreamers and doers, like you. Kubota, built for those who do.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, Kings Mountain. You are not going to believe what just arrived at Parker's Family Feed in Bellwood. Deer blinds, and plenty of them. Heavy duty with 3 windows. Stay warm and cozy in your new deer blind. available in 4x6 and 6x6 sizes. And Parker Family Feed has all of your deer attractants. And remember them for your pet and livestock feed, fencing, fence posts, and turtle boxes. Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenters Grove Church Road, Lawndale, off Highway 18 North. Like them on Facebook, too. The Make This the Summer event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. We are putting performance in your hands. Purchase now and get a $2,250 bonus cash allowance. You may be eligible for up to a $10,000 annual tax deduction on interest paid on a new qualifying auto loan on all new 2025 Dodge Durango models. Come on in now for all the details during the Make This the Summer event at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Homestead Plumbing hopes you're enjoying the summer heat safely. Yes, it's officially summer. Time to plan for longer days and shorter nights. Maybe it's time for you to go plumb crazy and get that outdoor kitchen you've always dreamed of. Or get an outdoor shower for the patio. Or get that yard hydrant closer to the garden. Remember, preventative maintenance can avert a catastrophe this summer. But if you have a plumbing emergency, call the guys at Homestead Plumbing, 828-245-7302. Online at homesteadplumbing.com. Get back to loving your plumbing and loving your summer. They do it all at McNeely Diesel and Auto on West Grover Street in Shelby, your Napa Auto Care Center. No matter your drivability issue, McNeely Diesel and Auto can help, from an oil change to brakes to a tune-up. And they offer fleet service at very affordable prices. And they cater to fleet and diesel customers. And they have a full wrecker service. If you can't get your vehicle to them, they'll come and pick it up. See Bill McNeely and his ASC certified technician at McNeely Diesel and Auto, 441 West Grover Street in Shelby. Call 704-487-5192, your Napa Auto Care Center. Don't wait till it's freezing cold outside. Now is the time to get your fireplace serviced by Future Energy Company in Shelby. Say you don't have a fireplace? Well, see Woody Padgett and Future Energy Company for all kinds of fireplaces and gas logs. And for those backyard cookouts, check out the Big Green Egg or Grills by Primo and the Broil Master Outdoor Kitchens. Future Energy Company, serving this area since 1983, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby, online at futureenergyco.com.
Okay, well, welcome back to the post-game show brought to you by Stamey Funeral Home in Falston, North Carolina. Just give you a quick scoring summary in the second half. Burns got back in it, cut the lead to 6 after a 5-yard TD reception by Davis. That made it 27-21. Kings Mountain answered with a 10-play drive of their own. That was capped off by another dry touchdown. That extended the lead back to, but they missed the extra point, so it was back to 33, 21 to 33 at that point. Then Sisk hit a 37-yard field goal. No, they did hit that extra point. I'm sorry, that was 34. Sisk hit a field goal, and that made it 34 to 24. Then Burns got an interception. That field goal, they got an interception, and it turned into a Sisk field goal. Then after a 3-and-out, Davis got a 43-yard screen pass from Drew Dixon. At that point, it was 34 to 31. Then after another 6-play drive, Kings Mountain scores again, another Dry touchdown, a 1-yard run. And Dry had 5 touchdowns. And Vaughn had the other one on a reception. So, it was the Dry show and Davis show tonight. A lot of scoring on the ground tonight. And then Burns did get the ball back, drove it deep, just unable to finish off that last drive, turn it over on downs, and the score is 40 to 34. So that's your quick second half scoring summary. Good job by Sisk. Just want to give him an extra shout out. Field goals of 37 and 32 yards in that half.
We'll go over some individual stats for Burns passing. We got Drew Dixon 6 for 22, 102 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, Max Davis, I had him for 17 carries, 192 yards, 3 touchdowns. big-time night, Max Davis. Colton Pryor, 9 carries, 23 yards. Drew Dixon, 6 carries, 26. Receiving, Wells, 4 for 35. Davis, 1 for 43 and another touchdown. And then Eli Morris, 1 for 15. Defensively, led by Max Davis, again, 7 tackles. Jude Towery, big game, 7 tackles and a forced fumble there at the end of the game to get that ball back. Mark Camp, 6 tackles. Reggie Logan, 4 tackles. And also Justin Porter and Cam Howell, big-time interceptions. Amar Littlejohn and Mark Camp each with a fumble recovery. So.
And then very quickly on the Kings Mountain side, Bell unofficially 8 for 18, 145 yards, a couple of picks and a touchdown. Receiving, nobody had a huge night, but Vaughn with the 29-yard touchdown, and Hutchins almost a 53-yard completion. That was on 3rd down and long. So that was a huge play for them. So Bell might not look great on the stat sheet, but the touchdown pass and then that long pass, I tell you what, that both really helped the Kings Mountain cause tonight.
Yep.
You know, just give that young man some props there. And, of course, Dry, he carried the ball 31 times for 168 yards and had 5 touchdowns. I mean,
I knew they would, rely on him a lot. I didn't expect him to carry that many times, but
he really had a monster game too. So let's give a little credit where credit was due. But Burns, much better showing, and that just shows you a tribute to the kids and the coaching staff to come back from, what we would say, I mean, there's no other way to say it, a disastrous performance last week to this very spirited, very tough, very, very, shall we say, gutty performance for the Bulldogs tonight. Never gave up. Couldn't come back, quite take the lead, but I think I saw some of the guys grow up tonight. I saw some progress in Drew Dixon. Yeah, the major blemish was the pick 6. But he'll learn from that. Every game is a learning experience, and unfortunately for this team, they had to open up the season with a couple of 6A teams. And it's tough. It's tough. You'd like to, that's a lot of college football teams. They have a couple of cupcakes to warm up with. In Cleveland County, that's not what you had. Right out of the gate, you got Crest and Kings Mountain. It's been a trial by fire, but I've seen a lot of improvement in just 2 weeks in this football game.
We shocked a lot of people tonight. I don't think a lot of people expected us to be in this ball game. And like I say, it's a big score. There's a good football team. 2 good football teams we've just played. So that'll help prepare us, for, conference time rolling around the corner. But I just want to give a shout out also to the O linemen that helped Davis and the guys, put up these big stats tonight. Jesse Bryant, Bo Harrell, Jaden Munger, Isaiah Baldwin, Gage Camp. All these guys, helped pave the way, create some big holes. Credit Coach Eddie Harrell, too, for getting these guys ready and playing well. That was a big difference maker tonight.
Yeah, you can't get much done without the offensive line. They don't get their names called out enough on Friday night. But, yeah, like you said, some adjustments were made, and the offensive line performed tonight. So great performance for them and helping Davis get almost 200 yards tonight. And now it's time to give out some awards on the Stamey Funeral Home of Falston postgame show. Offensive Player of the Game brought to you by Marburger Chevrolet of Shelby. Is there any argument tonight?
Max Davis, of course. 192 rushing yards on 17 carries, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception for 43 yards, another touchdown. Yeah. So what else can you ask of anybody?
So
big time game, yep.
So Max Davis, your Marburger Chevrolet of Shelby, Offensive Player of the Game. Now it's time for our Defensive Player of the Game, brought to you by Main Street Hardware of Lawndale, North Carolina.
Let's go with Jude Towery. 7 tackles, led the team in tackles. Also that big forced fumble there at the end of that ball game, to allow Burns to get the ball back and give him another crack at it.
So, yeah, Jude had a very good game out there. It seemed like we called out his name a lot, disrupting a lot of plays out there. So, Jude Towery, your Defensive Player of the Game, brought to you by Main Street Hardware of Lawndale, North Carolina. A couple of honorable mentions. Cam Howell with a pick, Justin Porter with a pick. I think Mark Camp had a fumble recovery, so causing some turnovers. And, again, the second straight week we've gotten 3 turnovers. So, good job of the defense taking the ball away. And then the play of the game brought to you by Gutter Guys in Kings Mountain. I got to say that Max Davis touchdown from 40, I believe it was 43 yards out. that long screen pass has to be our play of the game.
Yep. There's several of those you could pick from, but that was a good play. Had some good blockers downfield, too, and a good job of Drew Dixon for getting in the ball. Yeah.
Set up very well, executed very well, very patient Dixon was before he delivered the football, and it ends up in a touchdown. So Max Davis and from Drew Dixon, the screen pass is your gutter guys of Kings Mountain play of the game. And then the overall player of the game, I'll tell you what, he stole the show tonight. S&R Auto Sales, once again, bringing to that's got to be Davis for his work on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, like I say, he chipped in 7 tackles on defense as well. So,
and
played
hurt.
Game.
Played banged up, played hurt.
Yep.
A couple times he had to come off the field. He's not going to do much tomorrow, I guarantee you that. He's going to lay around and recover and hopefully be ready for next week. So next week, moving forward, we will have our broadcast. We will be right here. We've got East Gaston. We will be hosting East Gaston right here. And homecoming is next week as well. I know it's a little early. It's not typical to have homecoming this early, but I guess because of the schedule, a lot of games were front-loaded, home games, and to make sure we got it in, East Gaston coming to town, homecoming town for the Bulldogs next Friday night, Matt.
Yep, like I say, tip your hat to the guys. Great game overall. Special teams. Ryan Sis, great job too. Let's carry this over into next week and keep this ball rolling. Keep getting better each week, and I think we're going to make some noise in our conference this year.
Yeah, give the coaching staff a lot of credit. When you get thumped, I'm telling you, especially nowadays. I mean, kids get down, so you've got to find a way to inspire them and get them going again, and they did a very good job of that tonight. Couple of PSAs. Make sure before we go, Burns Rodeo, Saturday, September 13th at 7 p.m. Revival at Buffalo Baptist Church, 7 p.m. September 7th. And thank you once again to Tony's Barbecue, soon to be Misfits Barbecue, for providing the press box food tonight. Once again, Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Kings Mountain 40, Burns 34. Thank you for listening to this West End Sales broadcast.